You are now listening to Nerd Rage Radio with Bobby Skullface and Adam Russman. This podcast is intended for mature audiences only and may not fit with your sensitive sensibilities. You may be a victim of meaningless outrage, or you may, in fact, be a big ninny pants. If this is the case, please feel free to turn it off now. This is no country for Ninny McNinny pants. So crack open the Mountain Dew. Make sure the cheese doodles are super fresh. We're in your mother's basement. It's Nerd Rage Radio.
And welcome to episode 198 of Nerd Rage Radio with your hosts.
With the most?
Mostesses? Am I too loud?
No,
enough?
I'm actually turning you up, baby.
Turn me up?
Turn you
Oh,
up.
no.
You like that?
Yeah, I like that. Take that. Now you got to turn my headphones down a little bit. I'm Adam Russman. That's Bobby Skullface. Dude, I had a Bobby Skullface related item that I saw that you needed to buy, and then I saw the price tag, and it was utterly ridiculous. It's a giant chair, like a sofa chair. Mm-hmm. It's a skull, like a black skull.
Okay.
All right, and like you're sitting like in the back, the back of the skull. Mm-hmm. So you really can't appreciate it until you see the back of the chair. But it's a proper skull, like 3 feet by 2 feet and a half, whatever.
Yeah, I'm with you.
$1,700.
Whoa.
Guess what website it was on? Walmart.com.
No shit.
Yeah, right.
Is it like a private dealer?
I guess so. They can do anything. So I was like, oh, those are pretty cool. That's fucking stupid. Yeah. That'll fucking work here perfectly. You might have to get a bigger shrine room for yourself, though.
Well, I might be getting rid of that fucking beanbag chair in there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Why?
I might, because it never gets used. And like when we go in there to watch a movie, the kids sit in the back on the couch. The baby flops around on it, sometimes.
Yeah,
but put some more tables in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? A little battle of genosis going on up in there.
Yeah, but the ladies like that beanbag, giant beanbag with ladies.
My wife does like it.
There you go. Yeah, keep it.
But I mean, we got plenty.
Dude, don't take a black light to that beanbag.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't.
Nasty. You're so filthy.
Oh yeah, it's fine.
All right,
we're practically related, but it's fine.
It's good. What my kids taste like.
Dude, what are you, the witch from Hansel and Gretel? God damn.
Dude,
she ate mad kids.
Dude, we might have to be old school for this one, man. Yeah. I'm kind of in a rare form today.
Good,
it's just been one of those days, man.
I'm really looking forward to this one. I feel like maybe because we did it so early last week, but I feel like we haven't done it in a while, so to speak.
Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, it's been a minute. It's been a fucking busy couple weeks.
Yeah, and
my boss is about to leave for like 2.5 months, and I don't know how my life's gonna be when that happens.
Right.
So that shit rolls downhill.
That's what they say.
It's gonna be plopping right on me before I can roll any
That's
further.
What they say.
But we'll see what happens. So anyway, how was your nerd week? Should we introduce Jason?
Yeah. So we have the infamous Oregon. If you're like me and pretend it's from a place of Middle Earth,
like the trail.
It's Oregon, Jason.
So when you guys played that game in school, it just said trail.
He brought this for me.
Oh, that's kind of tight. Let me see. Of course you have. Until he died, dysentery.
So
give me the watch.
It's like a wooden plaque, and it's like engraved, and it has like the Oregon Trail shit, and it says you have died of dysentery, which is kind of
literally the Oregon Trail shit.
Yes. So it's kind of funny that it has come up because on Friday, that's the day you came in.
That's very cool.
Dude, I had terrible diarrhea. I'm talking about it was like the water thing out of the fridge.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but almost like a small fiery stream.
Like so bad your ass hurt. Not your whole ass, just your asshole.
So first my wife started making... Well, first my wife was like...
Eat some cheese?
No. At first she was like, look, I've been hanging out with Cody the past 2 days prior to.
Oh, okay.
So
you got a bit of a tummy ache.
So
you, mate.
So Cody's addicted to Chick-fil-A.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't get it over there.
Yeah.
So when we came here, he wants to have a little bit of Chick-fil-A, so we had it for lunch Thursday. We had it for lunch Wednesday. And I don't eat fried food like that anymore.
Yeah. Healthy you are. Yeah.
Not at all. But I eat fried food probably once every other week or something like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 2 times back to back and slam the milkshakes back to back.
Oh.
I don't say no to the milkshake at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
I was raised better.
Yeah.
So my wife's like, well, probably because you're eating like shit and you haven't ate like shit in a long time, and your stomach is just trying to, purge. but then she changed gears because she decided she was funny for the day, and she was like, "Or are you excited? Are you so excited about your little party
Dude,
and all your friends?"
Probably. That's probably what it was.
And that wasn't that. It
probably
wasn't that.
exactly
My
that.
stomach was like just fucked
You
up.
got a sensitive stomach though.
I wouldn't.
You do.
I wouldn't say it's I wouldn't say it's super sensitive. I wouldn't say it's ironclad either. But it's like my wife's stomach's super sensitive.
Maybe.
But
Maybe.
like mine is
She
like
doesn't tend to talk to me about that kind of stuff.
right. I rarely.
Are you in there pooping? Laura, are you pooping?
Like I rarely get nauseous and stuff like that. Like it's very rare for me. But like I will shit my brains out if the food isn't right. So
That's what I'm referring to.
yeah. So anyway, I got this fucking massive hemorrhoid on this motherfucker now.
Dude,
man.
it's the worst.
It happens every time
the
I have
worst.
this like explosive diarrhea.
Yeah.
Like and I'm worried. I got to do sit down
Dude,
Saturday
I
on
was just there.
Friday.
You can't sit down, yeah.
I'm worried about if I'm going to look uncomfortable
Yeah,
while I'm
you can-
shooting.
you
Yeah, you do a little
lean.
shift
You do
and
a
like you
little
do a
lean.
little pick
It's
up,
the
little
worst.
put down.
It's the worst.
The only positive I get to do is suppository, which I enjoy.
Oh,
Just kidding.
Stand up Saturday.
Yeah, I might. So, aside from that, which has been uncomfortable, Tuesday I worked, and then Wednesday, because we did it Monday, because Tuesday I worked. Wednesday, Cody was already here, which is a little strange.
Yeah.
Came home, and he's like sitting down having breakfast. I'm like, I don't know about this shit. I don't know.
Wearing
It's too
your,
much.
wearing your robe.
It's too much. Yeah.
Hey, mate.
He's like, oh, your socks are very soft.
Yeah, turn them inside out.
Like elbow deep in my cereal. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the fuck?
Dude, what's worse? You know what's strange about shit like that? There's little things that you can never tell. My thing is like, if you're not, it's that Larry David bit, like sitting at the head of the table.
Yeah. That's a thing.
I like that motherfucker better be empty when I walk into the goddamn room, right?
Show.
Unless I offer it to you. If I offer it to you, it's all good.
Right,
like, hey
right.
man, I'm done. You can sit here.
Right.
But there's one motherfucker that every time I walk into my fucking house,
Love to sit there.
Love to
Couldn't
sit
wait.
there. Can't
Been waiting
wait to
all
sit
day
there.
to sit in that seat.
and I'm like, I'm not sitting down. I'm not sitting down. You in there? Like, nope. I'm not sitting down.
Apparently, I don't deserve a spot. Dude, it's so funny. I like this thing. It's getting ready to go up on Patreon, like one of these 4 Dummies uncut things.
Yeah.
There was a little bit of drama in the 4 Dummies chat.
Is that right?
Between Robert D and Laura.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Robert D, you better watch the fuck out, man.
Well, he said something. He said something. I thought he was talking to me. I like kind of caught. I was doing something else, and I kind of
You
caught
weren't paying
it.
attention on your phone? Yeah.
Right, I wasn't paying attention to my phone, and I kind of caught it. Like, oh, that's weird that he's going hard. Like he was
What?
like, because he was like, you wrinkled. I like because I was going to bed early or whatever that night,
Yeah.
and I just get this text. It's like, you wrinkle ball bitch, and I was like, man, like breaking balls is breaking balls, but like God bless, like the bitch is, like that's one of them words. I'm like, let's reserve that for emergencies. So I let it go. And then I guess Laura got in, and then Laura later on was like, Robert, it's you that is causing the fucking problem for the, for the whatever. And like it got a little tense.
Like the audio? Like,
No, like in the chat.
okay.
So it got like Robert said it got 2 TPs, a little too tense. And anyway, it was a misunderstanding. He was talking to Jisk,
Okay.
and he was calling him a wrinkle bald, like his balls were wrinkly.
Okay.
Bitch.
Okay.
But I thought because I saw bald, but it was spelled Balled. I just wasn't paying full attention to it.
Gotcha.
I thought he was talking about me.
Yes.
And then so they got a crush, and it was like, dude, so how did Laura even get involved? And it's like, oh, you probably got upset. And then she saw it. She's like, what's wrong? And you're like, nothing. PMs and stuff.
Oh man.
So
back to hemorrhoids and shits though.
Yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
done that way.
Okay.
Dude, so I've been continuing the yoga thing. So I've been doing that like 160 some days in a row.
Good for you, babe.
Yeah, I like it. But now we're doing this workout thing on top of the yoga thing. So extra forward folds. Bro. Wednesday, man. So we do these shakes, right? These little breakfast shakes. And Wednesday I had to go to training. So it like fucked up my whole routine. So like I was cutting out the avocado. Because nowadays you got to put avocado in fucking everything.
That is true.
It-
When
and
did that
everything.
happen?
I don't know. And I don't.
It's
not-
true, though.
And don't get me wrong. I like guacamole, right? But I don't need to put avocado in my chocolate peanut butter shake. But apparently the recipe of what this thing that we're doing does, right?
Have you ever had aerated guacamole?
Continue.
Holy guacamole.
So anyway,
Shucks.
The funny thing is that brown avocados, and I was like, that's fine. I'm going to mix it in the shake. It'd be all right. It'd be quite toxic, apparently. Quite toxic.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
It's all cartel business anyway, those avocados.
Oh, yeah. So I'm driving to work, man, and I have not called out of work in over a year, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the only time I missed work is when I had Lyme disease, and I came into that bitch, and they're like, you can't stay here. You got to go. Mm-hmm. And they're like, don't come back tomorrow.
Don't go in there trying to put the lime in the coconut.
And that's right. Not going to happen. Mm-mm. So I'm driving to work, man. All of a sudden, you get the back of your throat, you know what I mean? Like, so to speak. You know when like right here.
You went a little cross-eyed.
Right here. You know what I mean?
A little glandy.
Yeah. And like, I'm like, oh man, I'm almost throwing up thinking about it. So like I'm pulling over trying to open my fucking door.
Mm-hmm.
Like, thank God it's like fucking 3:00 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
And I call up my boss, and I must sound like a fucking idiot because at this point I'm like, and then like, and I'm like, oh no. It's fucking 3:00 in the morning. Nothing's open for me to stop and take a shit at. Sure. Right? And it's like, I can't come in. I gotta go. Okay, I've been throwing up, and he's like, it's fine. He's like, I'm sorry. He's like, you missed training is a problem. You got to reschedule that shit.
Yeah.
So it's always a big.
It looks bad.
It looks, of course.
Yeah.
And like, dude, you never fucking call. Don't worry about it. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm racing back, dude. Oh my god, man, same thing. It was maybe you were connected.
Maybe
this was Wednesday, Thursday. Is that where
mine was Friday?
Okay. So anyway,
but
dude, shivering like. Whatever food poisoning shit, that shit was not good.
Okay, so I did not have any of that.
Oh,
I just
God.
had this diarrhea, and like it just would come on all of a sudden, and it was just like, I mean, it was no problem because I would just go upstairs, and it was like emptying in that water bottle. I went to the toilet, and then I would just go, it was, but then I got this fucking. Then the next day I went to take a shower, and I almost felt like I like sat on something and like had like a Cheerio stuck on there. I was like, what? I was like, oh, my fuck's sake!
God damn it! Welcome to getting old.
Yeah, no shit. So so Wednesday. Oh boy,
dude, you know better.
Amber Alert.
You know better.
Old Amber Alert. So Wednesday.
Where's my phone at?
I never had this shit on vibrate. I was charging it because I thought you might text me I'm on my way or I'm stuck in traffic or whatever. So,
only if everybody was here waiting for me.
right. So Wednesday.
Oh, you guys are all ready to rock and roll?
I'm trying to think what we did. I think we went out. I think I took. I can't remember.
Chick-fil-A with Cody. Sure.
Yeah, we did Chick-fil-A, but I can't remember what order we did it in. But one day we went and like just did some stuff around town and did like a little bit of shopping stuff. Then we did Shattercast Uncut with Cody and all that.
Okay,
like,
cool.
So he enjoyed that. And then
is that still a thing?
Yeah, holding on. And then
yeah, I was like, everybody was wearing the Shattercast shirts at Skullfest. Like, you better hang on to that. Might be worth some value here soon.
And then there was
that's the first thing that goes. Once you start making like shirts and shit, then the shit falls apart. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why we're not doing them.
That's right. We're not doing them. All those toy detox shirts, you know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna get a PM about that.
Hey Mickey, stop being so fucking sensitive, all right?
So then we did Thursday. I think I took them to.
You're not. They don't listen.
I took them to Toy Exchange.
Yeah.
Beyond.
Oh yeah.
And then I took him to the spot in Skaggsville.
How is Beyond? I haven't been there for a minute.
Well, we'll get there because I took him.
Oh, was it obnoxious? Is he fucking obnoxious? Dude, I bet he was. Stop covering for this guy. You don't know this guy. You don't owe him anything. You got a big ass comic book store. Stop bragging about it.
So we
fuck that guy.
So I took him to Skaggsville. I haven't been to the Skaggsville spot since they've remodeled. It's fucking amazing, man.
Oh really?
Yeah, like it's fucking huge and they got tons.
I don't
of
like
shit.
going to Skaggsville.
I hear you.
Yeah.
All sorts of fucking
just because it's called Skaggsville.
Yeah, no. It sounds ratty, right?
Yeah.
But like a super like vintage stuff, like 50s toys, 30s
Oh, really?
toys, 40s. It's just interesting to look at,
Yeah.
And then we came back Thursday night. We had like a dinner here. He was supposed to come in. He didn't. But we had like
it's fucked up, man. It means you're not getting invited next year.
He's out. So we like Calum came in. Calum went to Galaxy's Edge, so he was talking a good bit about that.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Said it was fucking incredible.
You were just like looking at him, motherfucker.
Yeah, like
fuck you.
I'm trying to choke him with the force. But But he said that
he's obviously more powerful than the Force because he went.
He said like when he was very skeptical when he got there, and he was like, "Here comes the money grab. Here comes the shit. Here comes the." And he said like, "I'm walking across this bridge into it," and I was like, "Oh God, it's even like a little fucking bridge, isn't it? Like you got it." And he's like, "And as soon as you cross through it." He said,
you cross that bridge.
That's what he said. He said like the way they've done it, like the way they've built shit around it, like you can't even see like the Magic Kingdom, like you can't see shit anymore.
Really?
Like you're totally immersed.
Yeah.
So
let's go right now.
So here's a number of cool things about it. He showed me stuff from the store.
Okay.
I've already talked to Esteban, who also goes regularly. Esteban has already bought me one thing. I got to reimburse him.
Yeah.
And then Caleb, I told Esteban, I was like, you and Caleb are going to be in both my pockets over this next year.
Yeah.
But they have, so to speak, they have like hilts.
Yeah.
they have like they have like Ahsoka's hilts, and you can get the blades for them and everything. Ventress's hilts, like you can get blades for them.
Really?
And yeah, dude. Dumb.
Is it all Hasbro that's making them?
Taxidermy tauntaun heads and shit. You can,
you can buy that?
Oh my God.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Fuck.
And Caleb was like, I'm no good. He's like, I walked past the Emperor's cloak. It's like $125. I was like, why shouldn't I get this? I probably should have one. Like, you just get one in case you ever just sitting around. Yeah. Do it. So, you know, like he showed me all that stuff, and it was fucking amazing. He brought me some exclusives, which Caleb, I still had to give me the total for those so I can PayPal you, buddy. And and anyway, he just said it was amazing. But the one thing is that like there's a 4-hour time stamp.
Yeah, they kick you out or something.
And they give you like bracelets, right?
They start flashing when you're.
I don't know if they flash. I don't know how they do it. I don't know if they scan them or if they, you know, because like the Imperials come up and scan you, you know, like and all like or whatever.
Yeah.
So he said
they start flashing and yet they escort you out.
So I was talking. So they do.
Okay.
So here's the gift and the curse of that. Everybody's waiting for 4 hours. Because everybody wants to be escorted out by stormtroopers.
Oh.
So, like, nobody's going in there for less than 4 hours now. So, like, the stormtroopers, like, come up and they, like, notice that you're whatever. And they're like, you're gone. Get your stuff. You're out of here. And they, like, escort you out. And, like, he said he was wearing, like, this Empire T-shirt.
Yeah.
And they were like, you cannot stay in here longer than 4 hours. These are the rules. You're familiar with them. It's a very nice vintage Imperial shirt that you're wearing. Like, you know, like,
That's tight, man.
Yeah, man. It's fucking cool.
That's interesting, though.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what if you put in a little resistance?
So
I was in character. I couldn't help it.
So we had a nice dinner Thursday night, and then Thursday night, and then Friday, you know, more people started showing up. Jason started showing up. Just came into town, and
Troublemaker.
Yeah, don't do that.
I told you, man, I'm in a mood today, bro.
So and then we hung out like because just didn't want to go anywhere. And
I mean, he's been in a fucking airplane for hours.
So here's the funny thing about it, right? So I was like, why the fuck did anyone go? I was going to take them all to the city and whatever, like just show you around. Like, you know, you're only here for a bit, just get you a little slice of life, and you know, then we'll come back and chill. And then Laura was like, maybe because he's fat, like he doesn't want to like walk around places, or so. Like I just like maybe shit. I don't know. Sometimes Laura's like more human that way than I am. So I was like, does it make any difference if I'm driving and we're not getting out of the car? Does that have any impact? And he's like, no, I don't give a fuck about any of that. You know what I mean? So I was like, okay, that's not it. But and I told Jisk about it, and he laughed, of course. Have you heard this famous story involving Jisk with the? It's on the Patreon thing. I'll tell you. Let me tell you now.
No, can we record this?
Nah, I'll pick it up later. So anyway, because it's his story to tell.
Okay.
But so he was here. He was hanging out. We had a good time, and then Friday night we did like a live just Q&A with Laura and I, and then you were here as well, right? Yeah, we had like Cody was here. Like it was like almost like Kaylin was here.
Yeah,
it was almost like an audience for it,
Gotcha.
but it had like that good vibe. Like the Nerd Rage 200 will be probably, you know, like just people laughing.
Last podcast, yeah.
Your last podcast. People like laughing in the background or whatever. Like, you know, like a good. You know, like it used to be with Joe and fucking Philip sitting on the floor. You know, before they.
We need to go back to those days.
So that was cool, and then Saturday,
dude. What if we did record in front of a live audience?
Yeah,
dude, we should do that.
I know I would love to
start laughing in the background. Pull away from the mic a little bit.
That's what Joe and that's what Joe and Philip used to be. You know, and then Philip used to look stuff up for us when we were completely wrong about something. I know. It was funny because you
got a mouse in your pocket.
Well, it's funny you say that because it was funny listening to some people because Saturday was Skullfest and it went great, biggest one to date. It probably will never get that big again. I was actually listening to Realm of Collectors and Enter the Realm, and you know they were like I think it was a few of them, Chan and some of they were like it seemed smaller this year or whatever. It was. there was probably 20 more people here than there's ever been.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much. So this will probably go down in history as the biggest one of all time. 'Cause I probably have to bring it back. But I'm probably going to have to get into some sort of routine. And I talked to you a bit about this. Is that like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do this. You know what I mean? So like, I want to give people the opportunity.
Sell all this shit and get rid of it.
Well, no, not this. I'll probably do this until I'm old and gray, but or just gray, I guess. But like, I don't know how much longer I'm going to do Skullfest. And, even the channel.
Dude, I've been telling you, man, you need to get a venue.
Right.
Everybody throw in some cash.
Right. No, I hear
you. I mean, like not quote unquote sell tickets, but like, hey man, this is what
this is what it costs. This is with a split
yeah.
between everybody.
Yeah.
But I think at the same time, there's just something intimate about it being at your home and you.
No, you're right. Yeah, there definitely is, but there's that
capacity.
Bit that you can't.
There's
it's capacity, and you can't enjoy it as much.
Yeah.
Like, what if you had somebody cater it? You know what I mean?
So I've tried to talk to Laura about that. She's like, I can't do it. So.
Well, I mean, you don't want to cater it in your own house. I'm saying, but if you did like something,
So anyway, the like I'll probably like I'll have to have like a revolving door of people in order to get everybody in, and that'll be that because I just can't do it. I can't. It was too much.
Yeah.
And we had bathroom issues.
Yeah.
Like it was too much.
Yeah.
We had lines
in the bathroom
to get into the bathroom for the first time ever.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Like it was too many.
Knock on neighbors' doors. They don't like you.
We don't do that anymore. That was a one-time thing. But
oh god, that's all my fault.
I can't blame you fully. You were to blame, as was Dante.
But no one is just like, hey there.
As was Troy. The problem is it
Troy and I were feeding off each other.
Yeah,
that's what happened.
The problem is that it probably wouldn't have happened without you, because you seem safe and accessible, but they didn't know that you were like I'm coming and hell's coming with me. Like one of those things.
Dude, I remember the moment he realized that I was mocking him. Like, cause it was all good and fun, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm getting fucking
Peter Pan."
Yeah. I'm getting fucking mocked in my own house, which is kind of a dick thing for me to do.
Yeah.
But I was drunk; it was all good fun.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
So, and then Sunday, everybody came and came back. We had breakfast, all that kind of good stuff. People rolled at like noon.
Was it French toast or pancakes?
Both.
Oh,
and
bougie.
Bobby cooked bacon for like a solid 2 hours.
He loves cooking bacon.
Yeah. It was like 4 pounds of bacon.
Grease all over the fucking counter, just dripping out of the grease trap.
Yeah,
man.
And then when they left, Cody was here, so this is kind of a fucked up story. And I'm sure more stories will pop up, and I'll just, but
I got shit to talk about myself this week, so I just want to comment on your story.
Okay, good. Cody, so Cody was supposed to go with Chris and Kelly.
Okay.
But like, I think they
had a fight, got a divorce.
Yeah, so they're done.
Yeah.
No, but I think that they thought that he was going to go at noon.
Okay.
And I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
Yeah.
So they were like, "Are you ready to go?" And he's like, "Well, I'm not packed, and I'm not packed up. So could you come back and get me later?" So they're like, "Yeah, we'll come back and get you later." But then they got sidetracked. They took Murder Mace out for birthday dinner. And then they were going to get him, I think, before dinner and then after dinner. And then they were, "I'll get you tomorrow morning."
Yeah.
So then they got him tomorrow morning. They took him to the airport. I guess they hung out a bit, took him to the airport. And then the shit happened in New York with the helicopter.
Yeah, man.
So all the airports got shut down. They put him up in a hotel for a night, the airport did. And then he came back. He just got home. Like, he just recently.
Oh, wow.
Like, I think he got home today.
Yeah, he did. I saw something on Facebook.
Yeah, so.
And when was he supposed to get home? Monday? Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then, but he helped.
That's the States, mate.
He stuck around and helped, mostly helped clean up. Like, he swept the floors. I think Laura wiped down all the floors. I wiped like a thorough cleaning of all the bathrooms. Yeah. And
threw away all the used condoms.
Yeah, there's a number of people that brought like gifts and everything, and some people like, because I was gonna put out like a donation jar this year. I always say I'm gonna do it, and then I pussy out at the end because it just feels trashy. So I didn't do it again. Yeah, and I even put that post up where I was like, there will be a donation, because that was to like strong arm me into it, like honor your commitments. Yeah. And then I couldn't do it, so I didn't do it. But
donation to Fans Toys.
But then like, to Fans Toys Inc. But then like, people were leaving. Like I found like people have left like $10 here, and like I just like stumbled across it, so like, and then slipped it in a card or slipped it in a bottle of wine bag or something. Yeah, so and they didn't have to do that, but it was nice. Got tons of bottles of wine, so that'll last like a month or two.
Nice. Start drinking right now.
Somebody said something to Laura about it, like, I'm gonna have to throw a Skullfest and get this and like Laura in there. And I'm sure they're just joking around or whatever, but they don't know. Laura in her head's like, motherfucker, I could have bought like this times 5 with the amount of money that we spent on fucking, because that's a lot of fucking food.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
So then, You know, but
I wouldn't be surprised. Never mind. I'll talk about that later.
it was cool. We were down here, like Dave, Energon Addict, was in here, and,
Okay.
and like he was talking about the like the dioramas and stuff. He's
Yeah.
like, this is cool, man. He's like, I just can't do this. Like, it's just I don't have the artistic. And I was like, dude, this isn't skill. This is
Yeah.
technique. And he was like, no, yeah, but that's what everybody with skill says.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, let's do it. And he's like, what now? I'm like, yeah, now.
Let's do it right now.
Dude, remember that story? Dude, let's go upstairs. I will fuck you right now. You remember?
no.
It was a neighbor. That neighbor that like jock. Dude.
Oh God,
Quick divergence.
that was really bad.
And I think I've told
Dude,
this.
Russia's calling me right now. True story. It seems legit, right?
Do not answer.
Seems legit. I'm gonna say no, Russia. I'm gonna say no. Anybody want to call Russia? 717-484-9156. 7 is kind of weird though.
This neighbor was having a party outside. Asked me to come by. We never not got along. We never like got along either. Like just a neighbor. And like he's asked me to come by to stuff before, and I'm like, I'm not coming by. You know, like so. This one time I came by. So we had there was like a DJ.
And you
there.
remember that I'm the asshole. All right.
There was a
Yeah.
DJ there, like scratching the whole bit. Like, I mean, it was a big deal. So all of a sudden, the power shut down, and everybody's like trying to figure out what happened. So like, I went straight to the breaker box, and then people started coming to the breaker box. I opened it up, and I was like, no, these are good. And then this woman was like, it's a trip breaker. You gotta just find the one that tripped. I'm like looking at all of them, I'm like they're all good, and she's like, no, you gotta find the one. And I was like, okay. I was like, you look for it. You look for it. So I left, and I started following the power source. And it was just an extension cord that came up plugged. So I just plugged it back in, and everything came back on. And he came up, and he was like grateful. You know, he was like, thank you, you know, all that kind of stuff. So that was cool.
Dude, I'm waiting for it to drop.
Oh God.
So he was like, so he was grateful. He was thank you, all that. He was like, man, why don't we hang out more? And I was like, I don't know. I mean, this dude, like, he definitely knows his high school football stats, like, you know what I mean? And I was like, dude, I don't know, man. I was like, I don't think we have anything in common. And he was like, well, we both live in the neighborhood. We both take good care of our kids. Like, he was like, and then like he like threw in some jazz I knew he was talking about, but he's like, you know, not like everybody in the neighborhood. Am I right? You know, and I know what he's talking about, but he was like, but you know, you're attentive with your children. I can see it. Like, we should just hang out more. I'm like, dude, what are we gonna do? And he was like, well, we could do beer pong. We could watch the game. I was like, I don't do any of those things. Me, I don't play beer pong. If I want to get drunk, I'll just get drunk. Because I'm on some fucking shit. And I don't need a game to make me feel better about getting drunk. I was like, I play video games and figure out ways to display my action figures. Do you want to do that? And he was like, no. And I was like, see, that's what I think it is. I don't think that we have anything in common. And then he was like, well, I wish we did. You know what I mean? And he's like, and I don't want to come across like, blah, whatever. I don't want to, blah. And he like starts like kind of like jabbing, like the play jab. And he's like, you know, like we're going to like, you know, hang out, like, you know, have sex or something or blah. And I was like, let's do that. And he was like, what? And I was like, right now. Go upstairs right now, and I will fuck you right now at your party. I will fuck you in your bedroom right now. And he was like, and he,
Oh God.
and he was like,
Oh God.
he was like, what? And I was like, right now, dude, let's do it.
Go upstairs and spread those butt cheeks.
And he was like, I'm joking. And I was like, well, don't ever joke to me about shit like that again.
You know, the funniest bit is like, he's either never going to tell anybody that story, or he's got some fucked up recollection of it. You know what I mean? He's like, dude, this guy. Like, does he still live there?
Yeah.
Dude, you should, like,
He waves like a motherfucker now.
and the funny bit though is when we were talking about that, and I was like, dude, what if you said yes? He's like,
Yeah,
dude, I said it.
I said it. I gotta go fuck him. And them the rules. You gotta prove a point sometimes, man.
Man.
Oh, dude. At least you would have got out of your system.
Yeah. So anyway, but
Oh God.
it doesn't matter. So then we had everybody left around noon. Cody helped me clean up, deep cleaning of everything, and then he ended up staying here Sunday night as well. And we listened to a lot of that, like, because just did a ton of interviews for the Patreon that are coming. We listened to a lot of those. There's some interesting and some funny and some good entertaining stuff in that's coming. And then I just have to listen to all of them to figure out what order I want to put them in, and also to make sure that everything is good to go with them. And
That'll be fun.
And then let's see what else. Then we Monday, Cody left. My wife and I kind of finished cleaning up. And then, like, my wife was off work.
Yeah.
Kids were at school.
Yeah.
Baby was down for a nap. Mm-hmm. We had, like, from 11 o'clock to, like, 2:30, just the two of us laying around.
Nice.
I mean, it's unheard of. Like, I couldn't tell you the last time that we've done that.
I'm with that.
And we weren't in any rush to do anything. Just like, do you want a coffee? I'll have a coffee. You want this? You want a cracker? Like, you know what I mean? Like, just laying around doing nothing. Dude, it was fucking amazing. And, a lot of people brought me gifts and shit. I want to mention, like, you brought that plaque. Josh left like a Pythona here, like an exclusive, like G.I. Joe Pythona. I was blown away by that. New York Mike brought me like a statue of Batman animated. Like,
cool.
Statue's fucking awesome. And like, I hate doing this because then I forget shit. But MP Collector, I'm not sure if this is a gift or not, but he left that Moss Toys like little prop thing that Overlord is standing in.
Yeah, what is that?
It's like a accessory.
Ultra Magnus?
No, it's in the comics he steps on pipes, and that's like a stepped on pipes for Overlord to stand in.
I thought we decided it was a coaster.
Yes, or a coaster.
Okay.
If you want to put your glass in it.
Does it fit?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
Shot glass,
honestly, he barely fits in it. But let's see, so a lot of stuff like that, which was cool. Jimmy brought me this like Jerry Robinson book. Like, it has like all of like a lot of his early artwork and stuff, Joker stuff, I'm sure, which was the point of that book.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
Anakin.
Yeah, so Anakin. Dude, I have to play you that.
Let's do it.
He's got more.
Does he?
Oh my God.
I don't believe you.
So here we go.
Got that fucking pap cock. What? I got that pap cock, dude. I don't, I'm not covering my cock in the locker room. I'm not covering my cock in a locker room, dude. That's like an Eminem lyric. Covering my cock in the locker room. Who covers the cock in the locker room? I'm not the kind of guy who covers his cock in his locker room. You gotta see my little penis and meanest and peanutinas. Covering my cock in the locker room. Do not mix me up with a guy who covers his cock in the locker room. Dude, he rhymes everything, for real. None of that rhymes. Do not mix me up with a guy who covers his cock in his locker room. And everyone's like, whoa, how does he find everything that rhymes? He doesn't, dude. You never find a penis, a meanus, a penis, a penis, a Lena, penis, a Nina, Serena Williams. You take your penis, a penis, Serena Williams. Serena Williams doesn't rhyme with penis.
Keep it going, man. I want to see where this goes.
It goes to some good places.
And this is he's obviously freestyling.
Forrest Gump and an orange Trump. You're like, all right, I guess. Who's dumber, Forrest Gump or an orange Trump? But I'll tell you what I'm not is going to cover my cock in a locker room penis. You see my penis like Serena Williams? And dude, and fucking 45-year-old white dudes are like, that's fucking so good. How 45 years old is it to like Eminem and think he's the best rapper? I'm not dogging on Eminem, dude. The guy is one of the best rappers of all time. It's just so funny to think of a 45-year-old guy named like Derek. That's
Dude,
just
we know
like,
that guy.
Oh man, Eminem is the greatest rapper, right? Like that. You know what that is? That's so La Kenyatta dad. To think Eminem is so, it's so dad from Pasadena to be like Eminem is great because he's a lyricist, like
because he's a lyricist.
Some of his stuff is poetry. Some of his stuff is poetry. You know, a white guy who's 45 that has beige hair and wears Dockers has said that. A million guys like that have said that. Literally a million.
We know one.
I'm not really into his when he's talking about penis and Serena Williams, but you know. That cock in the locker room lyric.
My words are weapons.
My words are weapons. I use them to crush my opponents. You ever hear that Eminem song? My words are weapons. I use them to crush my opponents. Opponents, a bonus, a bonus. I make a bonus, a bonus, a bonus. Jonas and my bonus and Jonas and bonus lonus. Donuts, donuts, a bonus and no. I get a bonus on the bonus of Jonas, a bonus. These words are weapons. I never show no emotion, even though I'm angry right now. What I mean when I says that I'm showing emotions is I don't cry. Even though I got songs about crying. I'm basically a hypocrite. I'm just lying. Even though I'm crying, I'm lying to myself like a guy does it in District 9.
Oh, it's great.
Great, man.
Yes.
Okay, so words and weapons are using to crush my opponents.
That was a little Bill Cosby swag for a second.
I love that, though. And what's funny is I kept saying it all weekend, that one bit. My words and weapons are using to crush my opponents. And Cody was like, you know what's funny? That's the one he finds the funniest, and it actually is an Eminem lyric.
Oh man!
And then
So,
I think that
and some hisses. Yeah.
yeah.
Hisses. Your arm's touching it probably.
Yeah, sorry to turn it down. The let's see what else. And then Jason took us out for fucking ice cream and shit. As a little, he tried to take us out for dinner, and we were like,
Where's
"Man,
my
it's
ice cream, man?"
It's too much of a circus.
Oh,
And
wasn't there.
Dim the rules. And then today I got some reviews done, catching up on, and I got a tragic story. I might as well get this shit out in the open now.
No.
Phil, I owe you an apology.
Maryland Phil.
And I'm sorry. So Phil did a lot of videoing, like a lot of camera work. And I uploaded it all into Final Cut. And then I deleted some of it. Not all of it, but some of it. Did a review, went back, uploaded stuff for the review, Final Cut crashed, got rid of all the stuff from Skullfest.
Oh man!
So I lost
It's
probably...
on your desktop?
No, because I bring it right into Final Cut.
No, I'm saying it was your desktop computer.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I lost probably 60% of the Skullfest footage, maybe 70.
That sucks.
So yeah, that's a fucking bummer. So lost my sit down Saturday, lost all that shit. So that sucks.
I guess that's another Skull Fest next week.
Yeah, no. I'm good for a year. And so let's see what else. I've been reading Fear Agent. Joe will be happy to know.
Okay, cool.
It's interesting. I think it's good. I don't think it's amazing, but it's good.
It was probably good 7 years ago when you first gave it to you.
Yeah, that's probably true. And I'm watching Black Mirror season 3 or whatever it is.
Which one is that one?
So
the one starts with a Star Trek episode?
No, that's season 1.
Oh. Season 4?
That's season 4 of Star Trek?
I only know because I just.
Oh, okay. Well, what episode of what fucking season am I on? I'm on the new one, the one that just came out.
That must be season 5.
Oh, season 5. Well, that shows what the fuck I know about him. So anyway, he's like, I'm walking around, I hear people at Skullfest like, love nerd rage or whatever, but like when they're saying shit and they just don't know what they're talking about, I'm like, I imagine that's like an example.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that's how we keep you hooked.
Yeah, who gives a shit? Season 3, season 5, you know what I'm talking about. So so here it is. Here's the premise of it, right? There's a married couple, and they got a kid.
Okay.
Wife wants another kid, and he's falling a bit into the slump of, my life is boring. I became conformed into a society that I always thought I would rebel against. But he's become part of those systems.
The machine.
And his friend is, kind of lonely, but he's out there meeting new women every night and living his bachelor life and all that, but kind of lonely. So he gets him a video game on like the dude's 38th birthday, weirdly enough.
Yeah.
Gets him a video game of like it's basically Street Fighter, but it's like, Street Fighter 38.
Gotcha.
The future version since the last time they played when they were college kids or whatever.
Gotcha.
So they play online, but they have VR tech for it now. So you put this thing on your head and you're like the fighter.
Yeah.
Now they always played, my bad, dude.
It's all right.
So they always played with the Bachelor being this chick, Roxette or whatever her name is, and him being this dude, Lance.
Gotcha.
So now they're doing the VR thing, and he shows up as Roxette, and he shows up as Lance, and they start fucking. And like, it becomes a thing where like they're meeting every night.
So like, are they fucking with the headset on, or they're fucking in their brains? Like they're laying there, right?
They're just laying there on the couch, like in separate houses because they're playing online.
Oh, okay.
You know, and like just like this, but having sex in the game with one another.
Okay.
And like, and it gets to a point where it's getting addictive. Like he's becoming distant from his family. She thinks there's an affair going on. So he cuts it off with him. He's like, I can't do this, and goes cold turkey. She invites the bachelor to his like 39th birthday party or whatever. It's just like an intimate dinner. She's like, well, you said you don't get enough time to hang out with him back at the 38th birthday party. Like, fuck, I haven't talked to this dude, so now it's weird. So they sit down, they have dinner or whatever. And then, but the dude's pissed. Like, you should have fucking known better. Like, we're done. And when she invited you here, you should have said no, you know, whatever. But he's like, dude, you still want Roxy. You know you want Roxy. So, like, they do it again.
Okay.
Right? And then he's like, look, let's meet. Meet me here in a half hour at this spot. So they meet. And the dude's like, kiss me. Kiss me. And we'll see if it's real.
In real life?
Yeah, we'll see if it's real.
Okay.
So the dude kisses him, right? And he's like, it's nothing. And he's like, it's nothing. This isn't real. It's not this.
Yeah.
But he's like, dude, but the game is still pretty good. And he's like, no, dude, like, no. Anyway, they end up working something out where basically the wife can go out once a night and fuck whoever she wants, like in the month, and they can get online and fuck each other's brains out in this game.
Weird.
And, yeah, but
so
you know what?
Was the wife angry about it?
You don't really see her reaction when she finds out.
Okay.
Like he presumably tells her, and then the next thing you know, this is how they've adjusted their lifestyle.
Yeah.
But like, I get it. I know. Like I'm watching it. I told Laura, I was like, I get this. Like when you're like, I mean, this sounds so fucking stupid, and I don't mean anything by to anyone anywhere, but like,
well, I won't be buying Mortal Kombat 11 for you for your birthday.
yeah. But it's like I get like when you love your bros, you know what I mean. But like, you don't want to fuck your bros, you know what I mean. But like, if your bros look like fucking Katana in Mortal Kombat, like, well, that certainly changed the dynamics of that relationship.
Yeah. Now Melina's another thing, but
Melina's another thing. Yeah. But like, there is something because there is an intimacy like we've talked about kind of in the past, like you know, Cap and Bucky or whatever. There is an intimacy of brotherhood that men can have, but the fact that they're not sexually attracted to each other in any way is what kind of allows them to have that.
I get it. That's a valid point.
But then when you change the dynamics of that, where you can have kind of both, that is an interesting thing to kind of sit down and ponder.
Mm-hmm. No, it is an interesting concept. It's funny how you let the wife go out there and do whatever she wanted to do too. That's an interesting twist on it.
For the record, I do not want to be on the Nerd Rage where you guys fuck.
Yet.
Yeah. You'll be on that Patreon.
Dude, when we do it and it's like, but see, like, but wait,
dude, that needs to be the $1,000 Patreon.
Yeah, but you can't imagine this. You have to imagine like Liu Kang and Katana. Like that's worth a watch. And then like they're just cracking jokes and talking about dicks anyway. You know? Dude, worth it.
It's funny that the game designers allowed that to happen though.
Well, it's not Street Fighter. It's like some other.
I know,
shit.
but I'm saying like in that world, whoever designed that game.
That there's even a possibility. Yeah, right. That there's not locked in parameters.
It is interesting, man. Like. Because it does also bring another moral aspect to it, and those games get to be so real. Because what if you can start fucking killing people? Like, you know, fucking having an affair is one thing, you know, but like start killing people, raping people, or fucking
like really hurting, like Grand Theft Auto, but with real people.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Because there's shit that happens now, like in some of these games where you can like. When you're playing these multiplayer games where you can like trap people in traps that you built and then kill them and steal their shit.
Oh yeah.
Or hold them hostage.
Yeah, like Minecraft-esque type worlds. Not Minecraft, but like, you know.
But so you're like, yeah, I'm gonna hold you hostage here until you fucking Bitcoin me some shit or you're gonna lose all your stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's fucking crazy, man.
I also, speaking of games, I started playing Spider-Man.
Okay, what do you think?
So far, I like it. You know what though? I'm not good at it.
You know what about that game? You're not good at it until you get all the toys. It takes fucking forever to get everything. Okay. And then when you get the DLC, it doesn't matter. It gets even fucking harder.
Okay.
So it's like,
but I'm not good.
It's like Batman. It's like Batman Arkham City without the flow system is not that refined. You know what I mean?
Like
it's
the fighting system.
It's almost there, and you think it's Spider-Man. It should be easier,
right? But it's not.
Yeah.
And I think it's because he can do too much. I felt that way.
Because there's
too many combos. There's
dude,
too many.
There's like shit you throw on the floor and it makes little whirlwind tunnels that blast people up in the air.
It's too
just
much.
dumb.
It's too much.
Yeah.
I would prefer less.
I'd agree. I agree with you. The thing about Spider-Man that pisses me off is that Spider-Man is so strong. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it really to be in a game. Like nobody who gets webbed. Like it doesn't matter if you're a brute guy that weighs 300 pounds. If Spider-Man hits you with some webbing and pulls you, you're flying.
Right.
You know, it's not. You know, and that's the thing that just kind of kills me about the Spider-Man games. You see this Avenger game trailer? Don't like the look at it. Don't like the look of it.
I don't like the look.
I don't like the look of it. I'm like, oh look, it's the fucking.
We're gonna talk about
Bobo fucking.
We're gonna talk
Avengers.
about it. And I think that's generally it. If something pops up, I'll mention it. But I think for the most part, that's. Oh, I started watching Big Little Lies season 2 or whatever.
Good.
Interesting spin on the direction of the because it all kind of wraps up at the end of the first.
I don't recall what happened. I know it's good. I got HBO now, so.
So the
Well,
one
somebody I know's got HBO.
right. That's how it is, isn't it? So the black chick ends up hitting the dude down the steps, which kills him. Like, and she wasn't really involved in it. She like runs up and hits.
Thanks for ruining it
I
for
thought you
me.
said you did see the first season.
No.
Oh, my bad. Fuck, dude.
It's all right. I'll be all right.
I was worried that Batman was going to die. Now I need this cigarette.
Dick.
So, but anyway, the interesting spin on the second season is just like kind of them keeping the lie. And then like the black chick like dealing with like the PTSD of it and like wanting to come clean about it, but like now everybody's lied about it. And, and she's like, I never asked anybody to lie. I would have stepped up immediately and been like, somebody was getting hurt. It was self-defense. I stepped in, and now you've all turned it into this fucking circus. And
that's interesting.
You know, yeah, it's fucking great. But I didn't like the way the first one ended. I thought it was too clean for that world.
Gotcha.
But I like this is a very smart twist to do with season 2 because I think it was only based on one book and that was the end of the book.
Huh.
So it's a very clever way to come back to that world.
Those writers, so creative.
How about them writers, huh? God damn, Tinseltown, you guys! It's
Anything
the
else
business,
going
baby.
on? That was a busy weekend.
Yeah.
Took up 46 minutes.
Yeah.
You know,
Go ahead.
I don't know. We didn't do much. We went to that Black Ankle spot, that winery, which was nice. Got fucking lit. It's some expensive wine. Let me ask you a question. In Oregon. How do you prefer? What do you prefer?
I only respond to Oregon now.
Okay.
Good.
If you went to a winery in Oregon, all right, and you know they probably have their low end shit, and you have your high end mid grade shit. What would the average price of a bottle of wine if you're going to the winery to do the whole winery type shtick? What would that price tag be?
For the middle of the road wine,
Middle of the road.
20, 25 bucks.
Okay, that seems fair. 56 seems way too much.
It's too much.
It's way too much.
I told you I think between 12 and 16 like for the average.
Yeah, that's
you know,
that's the alcoholic sugar water.
Yeah,
That
like
shit
I
you get
mean,
at Ligonor.
Yeah, Ligonor.
Yeah.
I mean, and a lot of those wines are well regarded.
They're fine.
Yeah.
They're
I
just
mean,
like
I'm
more-
not crazy necessarily,
yeah.
but like people tend to like that shit.
You just sit there and get drunk.
And it's
Drink
your
from the
spot,
bottle.
right?
Drink
You're
from the
selling it
bottle.
directly.
Exactly.
You're not paying distributors.
There's
you're
some
not,
weird distribution laws in Maryland, especially with breweries and shit. They can only have so much. Like it's
Right.
a certain percentage they can sell in the brew house, and before they have to export or something. It's dumb.
Right.
But it was fun. We had a good time. Lots of soft cheeses and wine.
I like a hard cheese. I like a.
There was hard cheese too,
Okay, good,
but
good,
lots
good.
of soft cheeses.
I'm not digging on the soft cheeses unless it's in like a pasta or
It was a
something.
beautiful day, man. We couldn't.
Yeah, it was a nice day. I mean, we were
Yeah.
here in fucking 1,000 degrees.
Spoilers: the wine that you got from me from Oregon, 100% middle of the road.
There you go. $28.
But like here,
Carry the one.
one of the questions that Jisk was asking everyone is like,
Yeah.
what would you change about this house?
Yeah.
And everybody said air conditioning. Like, you
Oh,
know,
it's too hot in here.
yeah, but I mean, it was like it just couldn't keep up. You know, we had
Yeah.
2 units, people constantly coming in and out, fucking 80 people in the fucking house. Like,
Oh yeah, body heat can't go anywhere.
it just was. You couldn't do anything about it. Like it was
Yeah.
struggling to keep up. So,
Yeah.
like now it feels fine.
Yeah, I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do with episode 200?
Oh, so I'm looking for
Fans.
yes, well, yeah,
Large industrial
we gotta look for
fans.
silent ones though.
Yeah, that's true.
But I'm really looking forward to 200. I have a question to ask you about 200 off the air. 200, as a heads up to everybody, will be 3 days late at minimum,
Maybe 4.
maybe 4,
Maybe a week.
but it'll be on the weekend. But it should be a good
You
time.
might never do one. 199 might be the last one we disappear, and you're waiting for it forever. The lost episode.
The lost episode,
Dude, that would be
it comes
great.
out on a Nas mixtape somehow.
I'm trying to think what else I did this weekend. I thought thought I was watching some shows, but it's an interesting movie week. Like Godzilla did very poor. Dark Phoenix did very poor.
Yeah. I also want to thank a few people. I'm sorry. I just want to thank there's Tyler L.
Yeah.
Jisk, Chris, the Pinkertons in general, like, for opening up their house as well. Chris Mao.
Yeah.
Like there was.
I know it's fucked up, man. I invited him over to come and see the thing, and he just fucking stonewalled.
Well, a lot of people were asking, like, where
didn't respond to me or nothing. I guess he didn't want. No, he did later. He's like, "Ah, man, dude, I fucking missed the text."
The two most popular questions asked: Where's Adam?
Oh, I was dead.
Where's Joe's house? Those are the two most popular questions.
Dude,
asked.
you guys should have went in Joe's house, took a bunch of pictures in there.
Well, you know what's funny is
because
like
Keith has a key.
Well, you know what's funny is I was actually thinking, I was like, man, like, could we put a couple cars down there or whatever? But I don't know.
Oh,
Does
yeah.
she's still living there, though. I think she's
No,
still
I thought she was going.
I can't remember.
Keith's,
I don't know.
Yeah, because Keith's painting his house.
Oh, really?
A whole house Gotham gray.
Yeah,
whole house.
that's how it was on the other one.
Yeah.
But, so that was...
So did you create funny
Well, I thought you were going
lodges?
to swing past on Friday. And so I
Something
was
happened Friday.
I was telling people, I was like, well, he's supposed to swing by tonight. And then you didn't come by. And I was like, well, he might swing by on Sunday. So I kept giving people false hope, I guess. But he didn't.
Call fast. Actually, he's in the hospital right now.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
No, he's dead.
Yeah, he didn't. It
was a ditch.
No, he didn't make it. He didn't make it.
You should have been like, who?
Oh, I was walking around with the baby the other day.
Yeah.
With Cody, and I was walking. I don't know why. I was tired, and I had a long conversation with a distributor also recently. It was
Really?
interesting, yeah. But I'm walking around with the baby. Long day, getting everything settled and all that kind of stuff.
Knocked her head into the wall.
She's asleep.
Gotcha.
And somebody's like, oh, man, she is out like a candle, and you're out like a light or something. I was like, no, she's been dead for weeks. I just can't stop putting her. I can't put her down. I don't know why I said that, man. It's a terrible thing to say.
Dude, something's broken in you, man. Take it back.
Yeah, I take it back. Dude, I'll never forget one time Charlie tells the most fucked up jokes of all time.
Yeah.
I made some like benign ass joke at his expense. Like I was like, like fucking Charlie, he ate the fucking last, donut or whatever. He's like, dude, I don't even eat donuts. Dude, take it back. Take it back. And I was like, all right, man, fuck, I take it back. Jesus. And I bring it up to him now. He's like, dude, I remember that. I never said that. I was like, yeah, you did.
Oh, dude. What was that? It might have been my wife. They were talking about something the other day, and she could not for the life remember, like, any remnant of it. And it was driving me crazy. I'm like, are you serious? I mean, it's like, it was something like, when we got married, what? When we got married? Oh, marriage. Married, what do you mean?
Married?
Yeah.
Married Jade?
Our wedding? Wedding. Not familiar with the term. It was something wild like that. I'm like, I was like, are you fucking...
Are you out of your mind?
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, are you fucking with me almost?
Yeah.
I've been having this issue with Laura recently where like she just doubts everything I say. Like everything I say. Like for instance, I was like,
You're a fucking liar. That's why.
Yeah,
I can't watch Game of Thrones without her.
I can't.
That shit is over now.
I never lied about it. But I said the latest thing was this Black Mirror thing that's been fucking with me recently. Where I'm like, dude, it's the fucking phone. Like the Black Mirror is like it's the screen, right? Like it's how you see yourself. Like when the phone is off, or you take it out of your case, like it's like a black mirror.
Oh.
And she was like, Did you read this somewhere, or is it just your own theory?
That's true.
And I'm like, I'm not. Fuck you. Like divorce.
Is that? I mean, is that the?
I don't know. I'm
It's
just
good though. I like it.
Like it makes sense, right?
Yeah.
But like she's like, no, it's not. That's not true.
That's stupid.
That's dumb. Fucking idiot.
How's Mount Rushmore made?
See, should I tell those stories?
Sure.
So you had to understand. Please don't bring this up to my wife because she'll get very cranky. She doesn't listen to shit. But my wife is incredibly smart, especially in her field. But some things that we take for granted is like everybody knows, she doesn't necessarily know. So I was talking about how they're adding, I think it's Geronimo and Tonto or some shit. They're adding like a Native American famous figure to the back. I mean, I couldn't even tell you who's on the fucking mount. I can't even tell you.
I think it's Geronimo.
Wait,
on a
let me
horse
see.
and shit.
Lincoln, Washington, and then fucking two other jokers are on that fucking
Roosevelt.
thing. Sure. I have no fucking clue. But they're putting a Native American and a horse on the other side. And we were talking about it, and she's like, wait, they're making it? And I was like, oh, yeah. she's like, well, doesn't that kind of go against the whole thing? And I was like, we were in high school, but I was like, you don't think Mount Rushmore is a natural phenomenon, do you? Because it's not. It's 100% not that. So then the other famous dumbass story is like now I can't fucking say the thing's called Black Mirror, but she can say this shit. And, and has all credibility in the world. It's fucked up. So the other thing was we were talking about Star Wars and like just kind of talking and trivia and shit's coming up, and I'm like, so like she was like, well, I can't get any of these. I don't know enough about it. And I was like, well, what animal do you think they got to play a bantha? Her response, probably a woolly mammoth. And I was like, well, no, because they've been extinct for millions of years,
hundreds of thousands, but it's fine.
To me, it's like if it's not the dodo, it might as well be fucking the beginning of time. So like, so she's not in any position to doubt my fucking Black Mirror theory.
So she's not been to the La Brea Tar Pits?
No, she has been to Lorraine Caverns.
Actually, didn't they go someplace like a tar pit or something when we were in California?
I don't think so. No. Maybe I don't know.
That's what I'm talking about. Is La Brea Tar Pits?
Yeah, but it's not in San Diego, is it? It's in L.A.
No, it's like in L.A.
Yeah, they definitely didn't go there.
No.
But
It's so far away.
Stalagmites and stalactites. Those
Doesn't
motherfuckers.
matter.
They're in Lorraine Caverns.
Yeah, they are.
And then the little eggs and bacon. Remember that? That's like a thing there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
It's like some natural rock formation, I believe. Maybe that's fucked up. Maybe I've got it fucked up. Maybe somebody made it, and now I'm fucking Mount Rushmoreing it. But it's like some shit. It looks like eggs and bacon, like sitting next to each other. It's like a big deal. Did you see the eggs and bacon? Like, dude, I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I was listening to this other guy talk, and he was like, I fucking hate Twister. I fucking hate the movie. I fucking hate it. It's dumb. And yes, before you even asked me, I saw the fucking cow. I still don't give a shit.
It was a fun romp.
Because
I
do feel like
who was back and
I've
watched
never seen
Twister?
it. I've never seen it.
I mean, when it was in the theater, it was fun.
Yeah.
I had a little thing for Helen Hunt, right?
Is it?
I had a little thing for her back.
That's
then.
as good as it gets.
Yeah.
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 I like what you do with Spencer. Spence.
Well, here I am, sweetheart.
All right, should we go through some of this news?
I did watch season 2 of One Punch Man. Joe would be happy.
How was it?
It was fine. It was a little
Predictable?
no.
One punch kind of thing?
No. But the interesting thing is they can still make the story interesting even though every time he hits somebody they die. But he spent a lot of time like away from the main story arcs. But yeah, I'm ready for season 2. Actually, I think it's still going on. So maybe I haven't seen the whole thing because it's like being released daily or weekly or whatever the fuck normal TV shows are released nowadays. And Lucifer is coming back for season 5.
I saw that in the
Excited
notes.
about that. So, I don't know. Let's go to the notes. That's all I got.
Yeah.
Fucking trash ass. Fucking
Trash ass week?
Yeah.
Let's see. I could go for a trash week. Here we go. Avengers Exposed.
Dude.
So, the video game for Avengers, right? Now, I think that, right, so obviously they don't look great. But I think the reason why they don't look great is because they tried to mimic the movie look.
But not.
Had they just gone a different direction, it would have been
Dude,
fine.
Captain America's armor looks stupid.
Captain
It looks
America
the
looks
worst.
they're too old to begin. I'm a puppet.
He looks bad. Like Tony looks fine. Thor's beard is fucked up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm not feeling the beard. Hulk looks fine.
The
Fucking-
story is kind of a DC-esque kind of story, right?
Yes, right. You're right. We'll see what happens there. Of course, Cap's gonna be alive. He didn't die.
Yeah.
You know, they didn't give you much. They didn't give you much of it, but well, it's definitely gonna be a time jump for sure.
Yeah. The game looks cool. Is it in that universe?
No, because Tony's alive.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're saying a time jump from the events within that universe.
Yes.
Okay. I got you. I think it's. I'll play it though. Like I'm on board. Like,
see what
it looks cool. I mean,
see what
the character designs look dumb, but it looks cool.
I guess. I don't know how that. They didn't really show how the game mechanics going to work.
Right. There's
It
but
looks-
you describe that. I don't know what
It looks-
that. It's very. He dropped some.
It looks very linear.
He dropped some video game terminology on me that I don't know what that
Drop
means.
it like it's hot.
I said it's got to be a beat 'em up, right? Like that's
No. You said something. I was like, "Is this actual gameplay?"
Yeah,
And you said, "No, it's in."
it's in engine rendered. So
Okay.
it means they use the assets that are in the game to render the video.
Yeah. So it's not a separate stop. It's not an animated movie.
Okay. I still don't know. So is
They
that
didn't use CGI to make it essentially.
Yeah. So when you see the people talking, it's just the game mechanics, but somebody probably mocap the game mechanics.
Okay. All right.
Or they didn't because it looks like trash.
Potentially X-Citing news.
Oh my god.
The X-Men animated series folks have approached Disney.
Oh yeah. I'm down for that.
Yeah, fuck
I'm
yeah.
down for that.
But what I think is super cool, they want to pick up where they left off.
Yes.
Fucking money.
Animation's still the same.
You don't have to fucking explain anything.
I'm with
the
the
universe is well mapped out.
Let's do it. I would go buy that season every season
and catch up. I would too.
It's got to be on like
because like
Disney.
it gets loose.
Oh yeah, it gets crazy
around the end.
Yeah, it gets crazy, especially with Apocalypse
and Captain America. When Captain America gets into it,
I forgot about that. Wasn't Iron Man in it too?
That I don't know. Captain America definitely gets in because they go through him and Wolverine's relationship a bit. It gets way loose.
All right, I'm down still.
Yeah, me too.
Morph. Love Morph. I can do it within the first 2 seconds. Those guys are gonna die.
Killer of Fools.
Oh wait,
yeah.
Before you, damn it, I lost it. What was it? I had something else to bring up. Now, fucking. Oh, on my Nerd Week, one thing I've been on YouTube a lot here recently. I haven't been logged in your account, so you haven't seen any of the yoga videos. But every once in a while, I gotta find a new yoga video for the day, and shit's been popping up that I like. Like one was like, how old is Wolverine in the X-Men universe, the movie universe? So by the end of Old Man Logan, guess how old he is?
How old?
197 years old. So that's actually one aspect of that storyline that they kind of did right from his age,
lineage, like timeline.
Yeah, and he went through every scene, like from like the Wolverine to X-Men Origins or whatever, and they put it all in linear order. It was really kind of cool how they did that.
I'll also tell you something that was interesting that I hadn't read or seen that was brought up at Skullfest that I overheard, like in side conversations, is that there's some. No. There's some like.
I'm not Joe, bro.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
There's some like, I don't know if it's a theory or if somebody has confirmed. I don't know, but it's like some loose information that it has that it's the constant, or not constant, but the 3 snaps that have released a type of gamma that has caused the mutation. And that's how the X-Men are coming into this universe.
Oh, that'd be cool.
It's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Because it also means that it's already underway as of 5 years ago.
Oh, that'd be cool. I like that.
Yeah, I'm on board with that.
He also, they went through, what's kind of wrong with the Marvel Universe. And there's this one guy, he kind of went through some Star Wars stuff. What's wrong with Star Wars? I don't want to bring that up, but... Or do I?
I feel like I'm not getting the full experience if there's not a Star Wars argument.
But
actually, there hasn't really been a real Star Wars argument in a while.
No. But
we've been focusing on Marvel recently.
No, but the one thing this guy went through is like all the directors that, like, there's something else going on. So a lot of directors have gotten fired by Kathleen Kennedy. There's like 5 or 6.
Oh, throughout history
since JJ.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because it's Colin Trevor after fucking Fantastic Four, and then he went nuts. So he would have got fired from fucking everything, though, to be fair.
The guy who's supposed to do 9.
That's Colin Trevor. No. Yeah, that's Colin Trevor.
The guy who did Rogue One.
So he never got fired.
Yeah.
Gareth Edwards. Like, he's the one that does the commentary on the video and everything.
The 2 guys from Solo.
Yeah, they got fired.
Yeah.
They got flat out fired. They got fired. They're the ones that got fired for poor performance.
Yeah,
so,
which is funny. The next thing that they did very well.
What was it?
Spider-Verse.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And there's somebody else. I think wasn't there somebody else? No, whoever's supposed to do Boba Fett or whatever. They're supposed to do Boba Fett or something else.
Yeah, I want to say that they were in. I want to say, but I don't know. Don't get me lying, but I want to say that they were in talks with Colin to do 9 and Fett.
His main point, it's actually not a bad bit. It's not really even bashing Star Wars. It's like talking about how like a lot of people are saying, "Oh, you guys don't like strong women in movies or whatever," and it's like, no, that's a straw man argument. There's a lot of strong women in movies that nobody's had a problem with, and he goes through like all these popular nerd films. I mean, everything from from Terminator to Leia. You know what I mean? And I was like, hey, this is a valid point, man. That's not. I don't think it's just the crybaby anti-SJW warrior thing. So it was interesting. But he had the other thing about Wolverine, and I just been like diving into YouTube videos about random shit. That new Superman vs. Hulk video, that guy, it's fucking, that thing is, have you seen that thing?
I saw part of it, yeah.
So this guy's been doing this thing for like 6 or 7 years.
Right, them versus
and every
each
3 or
other.
4 years, he adds another part. And this last one he did was so fucking well done. And like, I don't know if he's like, I don't know if I'm going to do any more of this. You know, I got other jobs. This is just something I do. And like each time he's better and better and better. But it's really good, man. And that led me into some One Punch Man versus Hulk, One Punch Man versus Superman, and Avengers versus Superman, you know, type of thing. So YouTube is going to be a black fucking hole sometimes. And I've been like kind of like away from YouTube here recently. So I'm sorry. Carry on with the hoo-yahs.
Let's see. The next one is Killer of Fools, the Jessica Jones season 3 trailer. Shows it's going to be Fool Killer. That's the villain.
Yeah, I don't know.
Silencer. I didn't either. We had to look him up.
Yeah.
But you know, it does. But you know what? I mean, let's see if it ends. I'm going to give it a go. See if it ends well. Like
I might.
I like the idea of like a central based villain that like it looks like it's gonna put her at odds with the attorney. And, like it looks like a more intimate kind of natural television show than the second season to me.
Do you want her to fly?
I don't need that. I think I kind of like it being a bit more grounded. Like I think that's why I don't like Defenders.
Grounded.
Right. But I think that's why I don't like Defenders because it got too left.
Yeah,
like,
you know, too super awesome.
Dragon Bones and all that shit. It's like no, this doesn't work.
The thing I need to see is the Luke Cage resolution. Like that needs to be
between her and him.
Yeah,
that would that
is he in it?
Yeah, he's in the initial teaser or the behind the scenes featurette.
Okay, cool. We see like 5 years later and she's pregnant.
I don't know.
Has a baby.
That'd be cool. But it does say the final season. Like it's
final fucking anything.
Yeah. SDCC officially begins. This isn't a big note, but it's like they got a Batman versus Predator and Superman versus Aliens NECA exclusive.
Huh.
But like the reason why I left this in here, and not that you give a shit necessarily, but the fact that NECA seems to have this like on again, off again, and yet somehow constantly present licensing agreement with DC.
Yeah.
And like, why not just let them have it? Like, why give it to McFarlane? NECA makes an acceptable figure. Why not just let him have it?
Yeah, why muddy the water?
Right. Like, there's the Batman vs. Predator, like it's from the comic or whatever.
Patrick's gonna buy this one.
Dude, definitely. Dude, shout out to Patrick Elrod.
Dude, I don't use real names.
No, he's never gonna hear it. And then the Superman and the Alien.
See, I always think Superman versus Alien is dumb.
Yeah, it doesn't work as well as Batman vs. Predator, does it?
No, not at all.
I guess unless like Superman has to commit genocide, that would be fucking cool. Like,
yeah.
So that's it. But I just think it's bizarre that they didn't work something out with NECA and they went with McFarlane.
Yeah.
So easy come, easy go. Swamp Thing's fucking canceled.
Are they going to release it at all?
No, it's out.
It's
I've seen
out.
the first 2 episodes.
Okay, is it good?
I love it. It's
Really?
great.
So
I've heard good things from like people who reviewed it, but apparently it's a counting issue.
yes, so they were supposed to get, due to something where they shot in North Carolina or some shit, they were supposed to get a $40 million rebate for a show that ran them $80 million to make.
Oh, no.
And they fucked something up in the paperwork, and they're not getting the $40 million rebate. But you said the director has also come out possibly and been like, that's not the case.
Yeah, it was either the director or showrunner. I can't remember.
Oh,
who it was.
wow.
Came out and said, no, that's not it. We don't know why it happened.
Petition.
Dude.
Petition.
Petitioners!
Unite!
Dude, so no spoilers for it really, but like one thing I really appreciate about that show that they did is you got the Swamp Thing in the first episode. They did
Nice.
build it up 3 or 4 episodes. Maybe it's gonna happen.
Well, there's only 5, so they
Yeah.
better get
They
fucking
gotta
in.
get to
They
it.
got right to it.
Good.
Nice. I'm gonna go watch that when I get home then.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I finished Chernobyl.
How was it?
I thought it was awesome. I didn't have any issue with episode 4.
So I don't like this. Is complicated. I don't have any issue with episode 4 in an 8-part series.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like it was
I
necessary
think
for
it
a
was
5-part.
definitely for the world building, and it still had.
I don't think you
it
you
had
have time for world building with 5 fucking hours to tell that
No,
story.
but it's so world building is not even. It gives you more context of what's going on.
I agree.
Yeah.
But I don't.
And there was still elements in the main storyline.
Yes, there were.
Yeah.
But I would have rather seen more in the main storyline and not been distracted by that in 5 episodes. That episode in a 10-part series, 12-part series, give it to me.
Yeah,
like these little slices of life. Yeah, I was very disappointed.
I don't think it was just that one kid with the dogs. Right?
Yeah, but it was a lot of screen time about that shit.
Yeah.
You know, and I would have been cool if they had even more slices of life in a longer series.
Yeah.
The fact that it was short, I kind of felt like it was a distraction when there's more stuff. Like, I wanted to know about the sarcophagus. I wanted to know about, like, a lot of those things. Like, that was shit from all over the world fucking building these things.
Yeah,
And a lot.
yeah.
Like, give me that. Give me a little bit of that.
Another interesting bit about that is that they reference the fact that one female scientist was a culmination of, like, 12 or 36 or whatever in the fucking end credits. So why are people fucking mad? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I don't
people complain about that. Like,
Yeah.
actually,
Yeah.
dude, there's an actually meme now. Do you know that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's fucking great.
It's great.
Yes.
Perfect. And then, like, look, I know that episode 5, let me say this. I know that episode 5 needed to happen. It needed to. That's how it has to end.
What are we talking about?
Of
Empire Strikes Back?
Chernobyl.
Oh, okay.
I know it had to end that way. I know it was necessary. I know we had to go through it. I think it was done extremely well.
Yeah.
It's also a fucking snooze fest, man.
Episode 5? Really?
Yeah.
Because he's going back.
Just because like in a fucking courtroom, like the whole shit.
Oh,
like
see,
it's just
man,
like,
that brings you back to my Perry Mason days, bro.
like I mean, like I said, man. I mean,
Matlock, yes, please.
I know it was well done, but I mean, like I struggled with getting my way through that episode. Like just, oh boy.
They can't all be elephant feet.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
He didn't get to see the fucking elephant foot.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Maybe if they had more time, maybe they spent a little less time with
That's
that fucking
fine.
guy
I
shooting
don't-
dogs out in the
It's kind
field.
of boring. The only thing that's cool about it, if you look at it, you're dead.
Would you look at it?
No.
Gotta
Oh,
say,
I want to look at it.
got to save money to make money. Birds of Prey coming in at $75 million budget wise.
Yeah.
That could be good for them. Like,
I think it's a smart move.
yeah, and like once again, it's supposed to be like hyper grounded. Like it's not supposed to be super fantastic,
Yep.
you know, and like a smaller budget and cash that shit in on Harley and sell some tickets and put them back in a good spot. Like I think that is the right move to make.
I agree. Speaking of spending money and whatnot, dude, I'm a little upset, dude, that Avengers is not going to take out The Force Awakens for domestic sales.
It's not?
No, it's 46-day total now. It's at 825 million. Star Wars: The Force Awakens is at 896 million. So yeah, just I mean, I know you're not the biggest fan of it, but I kind of feel like
I'm not anti either.
yeah, I kind of feel like it needs to. Right now it's number 2. So Star Wars: The Force Awakens is 936 altogether. So I mean, it's still over 100 million less. Now for international or for all time with international whatever, it is still under Avatar. It's got 53 million to go. 53 million.
See, because I kind of either want it not to take Force Awakens or to take everything. I'm
Yeah.
good either way.
Yeah. So it still might take the Avatar, but it's slowing down.
Yeah.
It's slowing down.
Well, you know, like it's funny.
Go ahead.
The reception here
Yeah.
wasn't great.
Really?
Yeah, like just and I
They
like
all know you don't like it. They
nope,
don't know.
nope. Like gauging the room, and it was people that I would have expected to have liked it more, and it was just kind of a lot of like ho hummy. Like yeah, it's good, you know, but it wasn't like dude.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that Infinity War had that dude.
Yeah, but it's funny. Infinity War didn't make as much money as this.
I know.
You know, it's weird. But I mean, it's still, it's a fucking triumph. You know what I mean? How much money?
Are you saying, man, that it fucking bombed atomically? That Socrates' philosophies and hypotheses couldn't define how he was dropping these mockeries.
Lyrically perform our robbery.
Flee with the lottery, possibly this bothered me.
Battlestar.
Shogun explosion with my pen hits. Tremendous. The future of the DCEU. So
I gotta listen to that fucking song. I haven't listened to that song
it's
for like
it's
10
good.
years.
But you know what's funny about that album I was listening to recently? Like the vocals are not mixed great.
Oh,
like they're
really?
really high. Like the trebles are way up. In the there's somebody out there now like you're one that taught this fucking show. It's like, but like
We're trying.
But like if you listen to like other albums, like if you listen to like Life After Death that came out around that time, it came out before it.
Oh, yeah,
honestly,
far before it.
It's much better mixed.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's see. Warner Brothers will skip Hall H at Comic-Con International in San Diego to instead focus on promoting its Chapter 2 at Scare Diego, prompted some questions about the future of the DC Extended Universe. However, Warner Brothers chairman Toby Emmerich, well, that's not as fun as Froggy Man, seems confident in the cinematic universe going forward. According to Deadline, Emmerich spoke at the Produced By conference. The chairman explained Warner Brothers relying on its filmmakers' visions and creating future DC films would help revive the franchise, saying great directors are the lifeblood of a studio, but they need great producers. He then hinted Warner Brothers would bring its DC films back for San Diego Comic-Con 2020, which suggests the studio will have something to announce or reveal by then. The reason for sitting out this year's Hall H appears to be that the studio just isn't ready at this time to pop material on its upcoming movies, which include Joker, Birds of Prey, and Wonder Woman 84. Warner Brothers has been retooling the DCEU since the failure of Justice League, which may have lost the studio between 50 and 100 million.
Damn.
It's unclear just what the future of the DCEU looks like, but Warner Brothers plans to downplay the shared cinematic universe elements of the DCEU following the success of Aquaman. But they're also saying that they have plans to continue that. You know, like, it's just, I think with this shit, we just don't know until we know. Like, we just aren't going to know until we know.
Yeah. I had another video that I spiraled down was like, Batman doesn't kill this guy. Have you seen that one?
Yeah, I think so.
Have you seen the second one he did when he kind of explained it? So he takes this clip of Zach, an interview with Zach, and like he's interviewing Zach, you know, but he's just kind of mocking what Zach said. But the funny bit about it is like, listen, man, I get it if you don't want Batman to kill. I understand that, but don't be disingenuous in like, I feel like he kind of like cherry picked bits like what Batman didn't kill. Batman didn't kill in the Killing Joke. He's like, he absolutely killed in the Killing Joke. You know, like Joker stops laughing. You know what I mean? In the Killing Joke, the animated version.
Oh, the animated version. That like, because in the comic, I never got that impression.
No, neither did I. But in the animated version, he definitely stops laughing.
Okay.
And people have always argued that in the comic.
Correct.
And so it's like that, and that's a horrible example. In fucking The Dark Knight Returns, he fucking shoots people and he breaks fucking Joker's neck. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
I was saying about Batman Returns. I was like, well, he puts that fucking
in Batman Returns, he fucking kills a bunch of people. Yeah. Dude, in Batman, the first one, the car comes in and yeah. I mean, you know, so and like I get it. I get it that people don't want, and I think it does make Batman more interesting not to kill people. Right? But at the same time, we don't have, and I'm just playing devil's advocate. We don't have this argument with soldiers or cops. You know what I mean? Like it's a difference between killing people and murdering people. I would say that Batman doesn't murder needs to be a fucking universal rule. You know what I mean? But it was kind of interesting.
My thing for that is that like I don't like in terms of a moral standing, I don't give a shit.
Yeah,
like Punisher killing everybody he comes across.
It's fine.
Perfect.
Yeah, it's
you
Punisher.
know, I wouldn't want it any other way.
Yeah,
you knew better than to jaywalk, honestly. You know, and dim the rules. Like I'm good with it.
Yeah.
You know, I like, and it's definitely something that progressed in the comics. But I like this idea of it being an element of his psyche that like this is the separation.
I get it, and I agree with it, and I also agree with it. He makes a premise like it would make BVS better if he didn't kill people, because when he's about to kill Superman, he's about to cross that line for the first time.
Yeah, that's true.
It would have made it better, but don't blame Zack Snyder for it. You know what I mean? That shit is not legit. You know what I mean? Like he didn't. You know, Zack Snyder wasn't the first one who did this shit. I mean, he fucking killed people, and he even in an interview, Zack Snyder even talks about the body.
You see my shit standing up because like I agree with you that would make this death scene, but you know what? It almost makes the saving scene better. It's Superman that saves him from kind of
that.
Yeah,
and then that was an argument that some people have said like this is a different Batman who's gonna have a different arc. Yeah, you know. But then he saves Superman, and then he goes back to killing people.
And then he goes back to killing people, yeah.
He's not dead. He's all tuckered out.
Look at that little guy. I understand.
I overfed these men.
Dr. Fishy, no! It's the best. It's the best.
So then I think the last thing that we have to talk about is this Wonder Woman poster. And the question is, yes or no? Is it rad?
Hated it.
So, like, that was my visceral reaction to it. But then, like, I'm like, there is something about the gold armor that I do have a connection.
Is it gold?
It looks gold to me. I don't know.
I don't know. It's shiny.
Yeah, that's true. But like,
and and it might very well be gold.
Yeah, I don't know if it is or isn't.
Yeah,
but there is something. There is. It looks gold to me.
Let me see.
And there's something about it, like it's almost Kingdom Come-y in that regard, where like the shoulder pads and stuff.
Oh, I want a Kingdom Come on them fishnets. But dude, it's too much. You know what she looks like? Hold on a second, man. It's like.
And do you think this is going to be her suit the whole movie? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think
no. But it almost like, is that Evelyn? You know what I mean? Or is that, you know? It looks like some Master of the Universe shit. It looks like an evil queen from a fairy tale movie, or some dominatrix. It looks bad.
But I've kind of already started.
And the shoulder pads, get out of here.
But
man.
it kind of reminds me of Kingdom Come, though.
Kind of reminds me of Thanos.
But like, I don't know. I've already started coming to terms with it. Like, it doesn't. I don't.
You DC apologist.
Maybe, but I don't hate it. Like Cap's Panther shields. Like I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
like I don't hate it the way I hate
Those
these.
aren't shields. You know better. I mean, dude, you're in Wakanda. How long would it take you to make a fucking frisbee? You know what I mean? You got nanite technology. It'd be like, hold on a second, beep boop boop boop,
Yeah.
and the nanites would form the frisbee. Give them the frisbee.
Right,
What the
right,
fuck's
right.
wrong with you?
But like,
Don't you want Cap at full power? Don't you want Cap at full power? God
who
damn
wants a
it.
half power Cap?
Nobody.
But yeah, it doesn't bother me the way that bothers me. We do have a question. I don't know if we've asked it. I mean, if it's been asked on the show before. Like I said, it's hard to get involved. But somebody said, this is from Pool 5555. I want to say we asked it, but I don't remember. But he said, so here's a question for Adam. What would a good basic beginner's game to start with? I've not gamed in decades due to growing old and trash, and now I'm feverishly trying to reclaim my childhood. My kids are getting into D&D with their friends, but their slow-cooked world building is not quite for me. I was fascinated with your last podcast regarding Adam's friend, who sounds like he is starting out, and how he is decimated by what sounds like a firing squad, trial by fire, right? I recently found a local shop in a city near me which has some game nights, paint nights, good solid collection of games, and I had no idea existed. I'm thinking of going down to poke my head in on paint night, get some tips, etc. But sorry if you've addressed this before for older
No, I don't think we have.
podcasts, but there are a lot of Nerd Rage episodes to review. It's keeping me busy.
Okay.
What's like a good entry level game for 40K?
You know what, man? I mean, if you want, like, see, 40K, man, like, there's multiple avenues in 40K, right? There's like the video games or the books. Like, once you get into the fluff, you want to be part of that world. Like if those books were written better, some of the 40K ones, and I gave those to you, I think you still be in. Because once you get drawn, like you are a story guy.
Yeah, the story's fucking awesome.
Yeah, but like the books I gave you were like trash. Like it's before GW got their Black Library got their act together. I'm almost tempted to give you some of the 30K books, but you don't have more room in your basement, so I wouldn't do that to you. But I mean, they're like if you like some of the World War II games, I heard Bolt Action is a really good game. The Star Wars, the Fleet game, I heard is fucking amazing. It's a really good game.
What about, because it seems like he has been interested in 40K by some of the stuff that you've been saying, because he asked this question kind of two versions,
so,
and he said it sounds like Warhammer is the doo-doo, ? Like, is the shit. And then he said cystic lesions. Seeing JD in Chan's house, Bobby, that was inspiring. He said mythic legions. I just like saying cystic lesions.
So there's a version of 40K. It's called Kill Teams, which is pretty low. It's on a smaller mat. It's like a 30 by 24 inch mat. You have like one unit. Each of the that's 5 to 10 people, whatever. They all act dependently. It's people love that game. So that gets a lot of, and they're constantly updating it with new scenarios and stuff like that. So low cost of entry. 8th edition, the guys who've been playing it, who are new to the hobby, love it. The rules are very simple. We played a game of it, kind of pick it up and just go. I mean, the rules are on a 4 by 12 inch card that's 2-sided, and you're ready to rock and roll. The same thing with the AOS, the fantasy version, Age of Sigmar. I mean, if you want to get deep into it, like the Horus Heresy shit is but the cost of entry is high. Like you have to have the first book. The first book is $120.
I was going to suggest Space Hulk.
Space Hulk's good too.
Like
it's hard to get copies of it nowadays.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But it's like I would look for that though, because it's self-contained.
Yeah.
It has all the pieces you need.
Great models.
Yep. And like it's easy to play, and it's a one-shot deal.
Dude.
You buy it, you're out the store, and you're good to go like you bought Monopoly.
Yeah. I will say that Games Workshop recently. First, these new contrast paints they're fucking they're all sold out. They're all sold out before they fucking released.
I mean, it makes sense.
I mean, people are fucking going nuts for them. They are. I mean, it's great. It's gonna totally put me out of business. I'm gonna lose my house. But their box games that have been coming out have been so amazing. There's one assassin game we play all the time. We've been playing Blackstone Fortress, which I have 2 extra copies. If anybody wants to buy one, hit me up. I'll give it to you sale 25% off. Space Hulk is amazing. There's 2 Horsey Heresy.
Dude, I want to play Horse and Hare.
Horsey Hare
Yeah.
is
Heresy
a
games.
really demonic horse
There you
that
go.
has created a weave.
Yeah, there it is.
It's Horsey Hare.
Battle of Calth and Prospero Burns, which are hard to find nowadays because of such a great deal with the models. Everybody bought them just for the models. And Necromunda's back. People have been loving that shit. That Speed Free game that I need to take back from you, sell it because I'm never gonna play it. I heard that's fucking amazing. So yeah, there's great box games from Games Workshop to get if you want to, and most of them are between $120, $150 to start off with.
I think that's a good answer.
Yeah,
Look for the
$97
box.
if you come to me.
Self-contained. Yeah. Hit Adam up. Pool 5555. You man of mystery.
Munchkin.
I've heard that's good too.
Let's
Even
see.
card games.
So then we have a rapid fire.
Nice, my faves. Are you getting in on this?
Yeah, I'll get in on it.
All right,
Yeah,
step
yeah,
up,
yeah.
get your mic.
Yeah, make sure.
Listen, you got to be able to smell the breath of the last guy that used the mic.
Yeah, that's the rules.
Why does mine smell like dick?
Jisk.
Talk to Jisk.
So he said, "Hey, no worries if anyone else." He's like, this clarifies the week before. Hey, no worries if anyone else wants to get in on this and help out with the rapid fires. You know what doesn't look good on me? Jealousy.
I like it.
I like it too. Now I got some weight on my shoulders after Bobby B said I'm delivering the mother of rapid fires for 200, so I'll try to keep it to 20 to save some.
No, we need. Oh yeah, next for episode 200, we need 50.
Ooh, I
50.
like it.
Or we need 200.
And there'll be a whole room of people to get in on it,
Dude.
Don't let you leave here without asking you something about that.
There's something else you're supposed to ask me too.
That's the same thing.
Okay. I'm totally gonna make you forget.
So he has a couple questions, I think, before that. He says, question, why in these last 15 years of story do we, as consumers, need a tragic backstory to our villains? Whatever just happened to being a prick or being obsessed with world domination. I know it's all subjective and down to personal taste, but sometimes I think it's just best to have villains that are dicks. Maleficent in Sleeping Beauty, she was just an evil witch. In Maleficent, she was a tragic anti-hero who was double-crossed. Black Manta used to be just an underwater mercenary. Late fiction made him into an autistic/artistic patient in Arkham. Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers, depends on the script. Kurgan from Highlander, just a jerk. Okay, so that's that. Like, we've actually talked about this before, that sometimes you don't need it. Like, sometimes it's cool.
Yeah.
Like, Black Manta I think is cool. But, like, Hannibal...
Cannibal.
Hannibal. Lunchables. They're delicious. They and vicious. And clean your dishes when you're done. Have some goldfishes, you bitches. Take a couple pictures. Then read a couple scriptures. You get too big for your britches.
Scriptures, you bitches.
Stitches get snitches.
All right.
So there's a thing with Hannibal where God bless it. They're when they go into his backstory and he was like an abused kid. No. The fact that he is this fucking psychopath is what makes him fucking interesting.
Yeah.
There's a balance to strike. Some characters are more rich because they're just nuts. Other characters are more rich because you understand their motivations.
So, and I think that the answer to that comes down to, is it man versus man or man versus nature, right? So are we talking about the nature of a monster, which would be the classic man versus nature, or the man versus man, or the man versus himself? You're dealing with your own demons, So I think that like it's got to be one of those three. Every once in a while, it's man versus supernatural type of thing, but it's got to be one of those.
Josh
things.
Fisher, Man versus Machine.
There you go.
Did we really need 3 movies to care about Darth Vader?
No. He's always the best motherfucker in the galaxy, far, far away.
I'm torn on that. So I know where you're getting at, and I don't disagree with that, but like, I'm trying to remember how I viewed Darth Vader before the prequels.
Nothing's changed for me.
I think it's changed for me.
No, like to me, it still feels separate. Like to me, Christian Haydenson is not in that suit. Is that his name? Is that his name?
Hayden, Christian Haydenson, isn't it?
Is that right?
Feige.
Fig Newton?
It's Christian Feige. We get it right, like for everybody else. That's good.
Just the first name in Feige.
Yeah, for everybody else. When it comes to him, when it comes to Kevin, then we can't fucking get it right.
Fig Newton?
Kevin
Fortnite.
Fortnite. That's a good one, dude.
So yeah, like to me, it doesn't feel like him.
Uh-huh.
You know, like who's in the suit in my mind? James Earl Jones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a big ass version of James Earl Jones.
Yeah, to me, I think I can't remember how I view Vader without knowing his. Like, I can't remember that time now.
Yeah. Because I mean,
This
you're
was
still
fucking 20 years ago.
You're still compassionate about Vader by the end of Jedi. You know.
I don't know. I don't know if I view him that way. Then, like, it's crazy to think like 20 years ago.
It's a whole other podcast. We got to stop this.
Yeah. But I mean, generally speaking, I agree. You know, like insert like I don't need the Hannibal movie, Hannibal Rising, or whatever the fuck it was. Like I didn't need that.
I think it was Hannibal
I
Cannibal.
was definitely giving you a hard time.
Yeah, I'm sure. But like, you got to be careful playing fire around here. So he said, okay, here's the rapid fire. He said, let's get started, folks, and glad to see another successful Skullfest in the books. This community has been created by your help, and the Cool Table way of thinking really does value people over plastic. Charcoal, pellet, or propane? Pellet.
Charcoal.
Pellet.
Suicide Squad or the Thunderbolts?
Suicide Squad.
Chocolate chip or sugar cookies? Chocolate chip. But
Sugar cookies.
Snickerdoodles.
I would probably fuck with Snickerdoodles over chocolate chip. And
But if you could only have one for the rest of your life, what would it be?
Snickerdoodle, because I
Sugar
can't.
cookies, man.
Because I'll tell you why. Because I can't be for sure what your ratio is with chocolate chips. I can't count on it. That's a good question. What's your ratio for chocolate chips for like perfect number of chocolate chips in a chocolate chip cookie?
I gotta do math. Depends on how big the cookie is, but I mean,
Average size cookie.
You should have three chocolate chips per bite.
Really?
Maybe 4.
So I don't want any more than 5. Period for the whole cookie.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't care for them.
For like a 6-inch cookie,
Like a regular
only 4 in that whole
5,
cookie.
5 max.
That's ridiculous.
One-
You need at least 8
corners,
At least 8.
and one in the center.
No, it's dumb.
I don't like a whole bunch of chocolate chips in my cookies. And you know I want them to fuck out of my cookie dough ice cream.
Get out of here.
Let's.
Dude, your daughter is gross.
Oh yeah, that was she won the Nasty Award yesterday.
What'd she do?
So he took us out for ice cream.
Yeah.
She got chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream. Every
Yeah.
bite that had cookie dough in it, she sucked the fucking ice cream off the cookie dough, spit it back in the cup to save this pile of half slathered in fucking
it
saliva
Jaina?
pile of cookie dough that
Yeah,
she then
that's a thing.
devoured at the end.
That's a thing kids do.
Gross.
It's a thing.
But depending on the peanut butter, see that's the other thing why
Ooh, peanut butter cookie.
because Snickerdoodle is the safe choice. Not to say you can't have a fucked up Snickerdoodle,
It's missionary.
but it's safe.
It's missionary.
A peanut butter cookie, it can range
You gotta
vastly.
have the fork things in it though. You got to.
preach.
You got to.
preach. And I don't like when there's actual nuts in it. Get the fuck out
What
of
about
here.
the peanut butter blossoms with the fucking Hershey Kiss in the center?
I don't care for those.
Oh,
Too much
get outta
chocolate.
here. Get outta here.
I'm not a big chocolate guy. All right. Preferred neighbor Wilson
You
from
can cancel our plan to have sex eventually.
promises. Preferred neighbor Wilson from Home Improvement or Lawrence from Office Space. Lawrence
Wilson.
from Office Space.
Wilson, he's a helpful helper, man.
Yeah, no, but I just want a guy to like hang out with and play video games and talk some shit.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
got some
Fuck
wisdom.
no.
He's got some wisdom too.
Fuck no. Hey man, there's titties on the fucking pay-per-view.
Pretzels, rods or bows? Rods.
Rods, yeah.
Tragic sidekick, Winter Soldier or Red Hood?
Ooh.
Winter
God
Soldier.
damn. I have to go Winter Soldier because
I would
of
have
what's,
to so
what's been going
because
on.
of what goes on with
Yeah,
Red Hood
yeah,
later on down. It's like
Yeah,
he
yeah,
ends
yeah.
up making his own bed fucking anyway.
Yeah. And Jason Todd was always a fucking punk.
Yeah. Make you shake your head more. People excusing their asshole children or excusing their asshole pets.
They're children.
Their children.
Yeah.
Pets.
No, they're both bad.
Yeah.
But the children, I think, bother me more. Voltron, lions or vehicles. This came up on SCU, but I knew a kid we'd make play by himself for having the vehicles. Years later, he called a threat into high school. I wonder if there's any correlation to his parents not buying him the correct Voltron. Lions or vehicles?
Absolutely
Lions. Dude, it's funny because we talked about it on SCU, but there was like a kid in our neighborhood with vehicles, and like we didn't even think he had Voltron.
Yeah.
We thought he was like, dude, you're not even welcome.
Yeah. So you beat him up and you try to bomb him.
You see the
No,
pre-order
never,
situation
never.
with the vehicle Voltron? Like it's like out everywhere because they're doing a sock one.
Soldier joking, like
Yeah.
the company, the Lion one I have upstairs, they're doing
Yeah.
a vehicle version. It's fucking out of here.
What do you mean?
Like people have, it's sold out everywhere. It's going to go for hundreds and hundreds.
Oh,
and hundreds.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Just
which blew me away.
it's a companion piece. I think most people know it's a companion piece, but they, worst stepbrother, Juggernaut or Brennan Dale?
Who's Brennan
I know
Dale?
the other one.
Brennan and Dale. So Juggernaut
Who's
is
Brennan and Dale?
they're the stepbrothers, dude.
Oh, gotcha.
Juggernaut is the worst.
Yeah. Brennan and Dale are fucking awesome.
They're awesome,
Yeah.
and it's okay that his is not movie quality.
Yeah.
Mayo or Miracle Whip? Mayo.
But I will say, I can't appreciate Miracle Whip.
So I think it has its place.
You know, like a
think it
roast
has-
beef sandwich, and then like some Miracle Whip on one side and some horseradish on the other side. I could fucks with that.
So this is
It's got that little zing. You know what I mean?
this is a bit of a sad story, but like
And we're talking Hellman's for mayonnaise, right?
100%.
Okay.
So Hellman's is much like Heinz,
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
but we had like I remember as a kid at my mom's house when there wasn't a lot of food. I remember she had like KO, like whatever, like maybe that's why I'm on this KO shit. But like Irish treasures or Lucky Charms or whatever.
Yeah.
But like she had like the
That's what your dad did. He just kept the box and poured the
probably
the bullshit cereal.
but like a Miracle Whip, and I preferred like because one of the things we commonly ate at my mom's house was mayonnaise and cheese
Mayonnaise
sandwiches,
sandwiches are the best,
with cheese,
bro.
and like I preferred the Miracle Whip.
With cheese, how bougie are you?
I preferred the Miracle Whip over the
Yeah.
80s soundtrack hits king Kenny Loggins or Huey Lewis. Seems like at least one of them had a song or damn near every movie from my childhood.
That's a tough one, man.
Huey.
Yeah. You know why? That's the power of
Yeah, that's not a bad one.
So I might have to see myself after this comment, but going back to the Mayo one, I don't think we have Hellman's back west.
You
It's-
got
it's,
to.
uh,
Oh, you don't? It's called something else. What kind of mayonnaise do you have out there?
So I was gonna say, I think it's what is it? Best?
That's Hellman's.
Is that Hellman's?
That's
Okay.
Hellman's.
So
Yeah,
then I
it's
agree.
blue. The blue ribbons on it.
Yeah.
Best Foods or whatever.
Yeah, Best Foods. That's
Yep,
what it is.
that's Hellman's.
Okay. You're about to get out.
Nice save.
Yeah.
Green Lantern Corps or Nova Corps? Green Lantern.
Yeah, of course. No, of course. Bullshit.
Cats-
It's like one dude now. Stupid.
Catsup or ketchup?
Ketchup. I mean, come on, dude. You know us.
You know, they're technically two different things.
Yeah.
Well, he set me up for failure with this one, but that's okay. Jay-Z and Linkin Park, Dirt Off Your Shoulder / Lying Away From You, or System of a Down, Wu-Tang, Shame on a Joker.
Shame on a Joker.
See, I don't know that.
I don't either.
So I have to go with Dirt Off Your Shoulder, even though I know this irritates some people. I can't stand Linkin Park. Never have been able to stomach them.
You know what? Every once in a while, there's something I'm like, okay. I get it's me a little bit like the end of the Transformers.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, okay,
All
yeah.
right, I'm in it.
Is that just because it's the end of the Transformers?
Yeah.
But like the general and God bless the dead and hey God bless the dead, but like all that stuff. No, that's the Paul thing. Remember when Troy was like, hey, did you invite Paul to your to Mario's thing? And I was like, no, he didn't even know Paul. Yeah, I know, but he just wanted to come in like, hey yo, God bless the dead. I God bless the dead and all that kind of stuff, and all the things that are correlated with that. But I just never care for them. Do you remember we almost kicked that stripper out of the house for fucking listening to Linkin Park? Were you there? You were at my house for this?
Yeah, it was like your bachelor party.
Yeah, remember she put on a Linkin Park,
yeah,
and
yeah.
everybody was like, "I'm not feeling this shit." Like,
Yeah,
everybody,
Well, we weren't feeling her.
well, then her boyfriend was sketchy, and my fucking dog chased him back downstairs.
Yeah, that was weird. He's probably up there looking for shit.
Well, it wasn't her boyfriend; it was like her pimp or whatever.
Yeah. And we were like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah,
You can go.
Yeah, we told him to get the fuck out, and then she left like a whole bunch of like weave on the floor or something in the bathroom. I didn't know until like the next. Yeah, like it was like an emergency situation. Yeah. All right, so
Who the fuck found her, bro?
I don't know.
It had to be Rio.
I want to say it was Tobias, but I could be wrong.
Oh yeah, maybe. Maybe.
And remember, Dot got in trouble for smacking her ass. She's like, "Don't fucking touch me." You remember it was like a thing. And
Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, it was a weird night.
It was a weird night.
Yeah.
I much preferred the one that we had in the hotel that was later on, like the night before my wedding, because I basically had 2 bachelor parties. Like
Dude, I was so fucked up. I can't even remember that shit.
well, you were fucked up at your bachelor party, crazy.
Yep,
Like
that's facts.
I had to pick you up off the floor for that one.
Yeah, somebody took
And
my
it was,
clothes.
and it was only one other person that stayed behind with you.
It was Tim.
Yeah, it was me and Tim that stayed
Yeah.
with you, and everybody else fucked off.
Yeah.
Fuck those people.
Yeah. I don't even talk to any other people anymore. Funny story about that, though. So, my wife, to-be wife, gets home, and she sees a shoe, 5 feet more, a sock, 5 feet more, some pants, 5 feet more, a shirt. And like she's just like,
Who's in the bed?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, so were you just going to jump in and have fun with us? You know you were.
So, Ultron or Brainiac?
That's what you do, guys. If you ever want to have to
Yeah, play it off that way.
Just do it.
Just be like, Happy Mother's Day.
There it is. Hit the
Brainiac.
moves.
Yeah, Brainiac.
What was it?
Brainiac or Ultron.
Oh, Brainiac for sure.
Yeah.
Dude, Brainiac would fuck Ultron up.
Yeah.
Like, instantly.
Yeah.
He'd be done.
Your childhood or current family vacation mode of travel? Planes, trains, or automobiles?
I mean,
Automobiles.
we drove everywhere. Yeah.
Cheesecake or shortcake?
Cheesecake.
I'll take the shortcake.
What is
I'm not a
shortcake?
big-
Like
I'm
a
not-
pound cake?
I'm thinking either pound cake or strawberry shortcake. It's the one exception I make. Strawberry shortcake is the one exception where I allow the fruits and vegetables to play in my desserts.
Or strawberries with whipped cream?
No, I don't fuck with that too tough.
You used to, didn't you?
Maybe, but
You used to. Laura used to make that shit.
she may have made it, but that's not my. I prefer plain strawberry.
Did you?
Oh no, there was somebody that made like a icing, and they used like
You were all about that shit.
Cool Whip, but they
Yeah.
used it with something else, and it almost became like a frosting. It wasn't like the consistency of
But
of whipped cream.
I feel like we had that, and then we had it many times.
and people were using it, and people had apples there too because it like went really well with apples.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was good.
It wasn't a fondue. If you were thinking there out in TV land.
Yeah,
Fondue cheese or chocolate?
cheese.
Cheese.
Really?
I'm not a big chocolate guy, man.
Yeah, same. I'm not a big chocolate guy.
Dystopian future you're a part of, Blade Runner or The Matrix?
I want to go to Matrix, bro.
But it says you're already. I don't know. I prefer a Blade Runner movie over The Matrix.
I mean, Matrix is probably a cooler
Yeah.
world
Yeah.
because it can be anything.
Yeah, but
Dude,
Blade
I want
Runner.
to learn Kung Fu with somebody going,
Yeah, I feel like Blade Runner though is like like that's cool, but you got to like know you're in it though. You know what I mean? I don't know. I need more information on this before I commit.
dude.
I feel like I'm best suited for the Blade Runner universe.
Dude, nothing but safe sex in the Matrix.
Kelly can be a boy's name too. Hey.
All right.
Snow. Snow
The
Informer.
Informer?
Snow Informer or Crisscross Jump.
Ooh, Snow Informer.
Yeah, I think, dude, not for nothing. I know it's a joke and all that shit, but I think Informer still kind of holds up a little bit. Like when it comes on, I'm like,
like it.
you know, like, I'm like, all right, well, MC Shan produced. There's some history in that. I mean, Jermaine Dupri did Jump, but whatever. So, the other thing is TMNT. All the same color bandanas are individually colored.
Individual.
You got to go individual.
You got to go individual,
Yeah.
but there is a charm to.
Oh,
the-
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
I like a story that starts off all red and then
And
Donnie
then
gets purple.
ooh,
Donnie gets purple.
and then they all start. I like that too.
Yeah,
I like,
yeah,
give me
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
That's what I would
yeah,
sign
yeah.
up for. Just the smallest bit of Star Wars news, and it relates more to that video game, the Fallen Order trailer.
It looks fun.
Yeah, looks pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm in for it.
It looks just like I mean, thus far it looks like a Force Unleashed mixed with Uncharted.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Sign me up for
Yeah,
that.
I'm
Yeah,
down.
yeah.
Probably not going to buy it.
I'm definitely gonna buy it. I'm probably not gonna play it. But yeah, I think that's it. I mean, we're a little shy of 2 hours, but
Sorry, Jess.
sorry, Jess.
You're all right.
You know,
You know, he's worth a troublemaker.
he's probably had enough. He's probably had his fill for a while anyway. Dude, that dude was a trooper, man.
So when is he going to move up to Maryland?
Dude, I hope tomorrow.
That'd be cool.
I hope tomorrow.
I-
I told him, I was like, man, I felt the way when he left. Like I felt like you know when you're 5 years old and like your cousin visits from out of state.
Yeah,
you
yeah,
like,
yeah.
You know, like I felt the way when he left.
Yeah, I do feel bad I didn't get to come and see. I feel like I missed out, but you know, it happens sometimes.
Yeah,
Last year I had to work
we lost
or
the
something
tape.
happened. Huh?
We
No,
lost
last
the
year.
tape.
What'd you say?
We lost the tape.
Yeah. Last year
you could have been here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I was recording the whole time.
Yeah, last year you were here because you were in here the whole time.
Yeah, I still have those videos. It was like
Yeah,
4 hours.
It's not
I-
video. It's
Yeah,
audio.
We've
You had
never,
it.
yeah, we've never done anything with it.
Yeah, I have. At a certain point,
It was like 4 hours
yeah,
long.
you switched. You sent me a couple. No, because we did it half on the iMac, like not the iMac, the table, the Mac
and
Mini,
and half on my.
and then half on your laptop. All the Mac Mini ones I have and put out.
Okay.
And the ones on your laptop.
Yeah,
I
there's
never
one
got.
on my laptop that's like 4 hours long,
Send me that shit.
and we can't upload it. That's the problem. That's why we never did.
Can't upload it
The file's too big
to what?
to Patreon.
Yeah, no. Send it to me and I'll cut it up.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
and I'll release it. It'll be a day late and a dollar short.
Bonus.
But yeah, it's,
Yeah.
all good
That's
stuff.
what we do. We're gonna save one for a year.
Yeah, same. Maybe the just had I think it was like the questions were like, how'd you come across the channel was one, and then what's your favorite content on the channel,
Yeah.
and then it was like, what animals would be dicks. There was a bunch of like fucked up random.
Did anybody see Peanut Butter Jelly Time?
No, I haven't listened to them all yet. There was this one. There's a one really fascinating one with T2RX6 and Adele. Adele lets her hair down.
Oh,
Like, just at the end of it, I'm not gonna give spoilers because it's coming to the Patreon folks, but like at the end of it, Jisk is like, I'm getting you on a show.
Nice.
I don't know what that show is. I think it's gonna be called like he said like
it's gonna be hello.
like
It's me.
like what, like Wife Uncut or something, like, or Wife like she let her hair down. Like she got, and
cool.
she enjoyed it. She came out, like, I think Adele had the best time at a Skullfest she's ever had in her
Nice.
fucking life.
Nice.
Like, she had a great time. It was cool to see her.
Yeah.
She was just like babysitting the kids and running shit.
Yeah.
She like really let loose. It was great. There was a couple people like that. Oh, I got to give a shout out to Ann.
Okay.
So this is covered in great detail in his sit down. Joe and Ann, Joe B. They sat down. Do you remember, like, the first year that Ann came? I thought she had a miserable time. I thought she was.
Oh
miserable.
yeah. And you made a comment about it, and she's like, "No, I had a great time," type of thing.
So Joe made her like listen to that podcast, which I wish you hadn't of.
Okay.
I thought it was a misunderstanding. I thought it was an understanding.
Yeah,
It's a boys' club. But like, so like he let her listen to it, and she she felt a way about it.
Oh.
Yeah, and she gets a little lets a little bit of it out. She talked to me about
But
it.
now
Like,
she's gonna listen to this one.
well, I'm getting there. My saving grace is coming in. Sit tight. So she talked to me about it like not as soon as, but like shortly after coming in the door, and then I felt like an asshole when I was like, look, you got to understand. Like, I did think you were miserable. I told her, I was like, I did think you were miserable, but I'm trying to entertain people, and I thought it'd be a fun gag.
Yeah.
And then I was
At
like,
your expense, no big deal.
right, but I didn't think you'd ever listen. No hurt feelings. But then she came.
My
out.
wife thinks I ended this podcast months ago.
So then she came down
Thinks
here.
I'm having an affair.
So then she came down here and talked with Joe with Jisk, and it came back.
Okay.
And then, but I could tell in her tone like she felt a way about that.
Okay.
But
Not funny, Bobby.
But this time, and she said like the first time she came, it was a secular thing she had going on. She wasn't feeling well, like all this other stuff. This time, it looked like she had a blast. Like, and it came through, like she was smiling when I saw her, and she may have been like, oh, fuck, I don't want to end up on the next podcast. I'm going to crack a smile. But it seemed like, it seemed like genuinely she was having like a good time. So that was cool. And, and I got about, 2 weeks worth of wine to go through.
Just crack a bottle right now. I gotta go home and work out.
But yeah, overall, it was a fantastic time. Thank you to all those that came, and so to speak. But that was probably the biggest Skullfest you'll ever attend. It probably won't ever be that big again.
Yeah, well, famous last words.
You and Laura were great hosts. It was a
Thank
pleasure
you.
to come.
I'll tell you, whenever I decide that it's the last one, that one will be a big one. So that might be the biggest one, but this is going to be the biggest one for some time. Sometime. And with that, let me give a shout out to the rest of the. Oh, and Raul, get in touch with me, man. Raul left, didn't say goodbye. Which he might have been like, man, this is a good time to zip out. Yeah. But I hit him up trying to make sure that are you good? Like, do you make it home safe and all that kind of stuff? And I haven't heard back from him. So Raul, please get in contact with me. Also, thoughts and prayers and likes and shares to Manny. He's got some family issues going on that I hope can all work out. He knows what I'm talking about. That's his business. Joe is coming back home today, so safe travels to Joe.
To his new home.
Pinkerton left yesterday, so safe travels to wherever the fuck he's headed off to.
Yeah.
And
Georgia.
Dante was here, had a great time. And shout out to Maryland Phil. He was here as well. Black Phillip was too busy.
Did he even know about it?
Yeah, oh yeah. Oh yeah,
what
he's too
happened?
busy. He's got too much going on.
Oh, he's-
Yeah, he's a fucking mover and shaker, that guy. So he's in a hurry. That's what it is. He's got a lot to do, a lot to get through. So I get my eyes on him. You're on the fucking radar, Black Phillip. And then shout out to Gort. You know, we actually, because we have the first episode of Force Sensitive dropping on the Nerd Rage regular channel. Been out on Patreon for a while, but it's dropping on the regular channel this Sunday, I believe, just in time for Father's Day.
Cool.
And Caleb is our first guest.
Because I'm your father.
Exactly.
right.
Anybody who is interested in being on the Force Sensitive, just hit us up, let us know, and we're going to start compiling a list and just move through people, so to speak, as kind of schedules permit. But we got a picture, like the three of us, so you know, to put up for that one, you know, what are the chances that would ever happen under any other circumstance? But,
Yeah.
Shout out to Gord as well. Shout out to the Cool Table Network, Shadowcast Uncut, Enter the Realm, Beer and Bolters 40, 30, 20, 60K, Plastic Fanatics, which we're not sure is a thing anymore. I don't know. I'm trying to get to the bottom of that. Stasis Lock, Toy Detox, which I
Not
do.
a thing.
No, I think it is a thing. I think it is still
Maybe
a thing.
this week
8 weeks. I told you I found the lost episode.
on Patreon.
Oh, so that's going on Patreon.
Nice. So still a thing.
Yeah, barely. And then
There's an abortion joke in there.
You're right. You're right. And also building up to it, breaking the mold, fresh communications, and verbally challenged. Verbally challenged this week, he went around and like interviewed people here, and got like a whole bunch of interviews, compiled them into one thing. So like that's an interesting listen. I listened to that this past week. So yeah, shout out to all those shows, and that's it.
Great tits.
Oh, you got to have something.
Leaky urethras.
Tight dick player.
He was practicing that one upstairs.
He knew it was coming.
I was we were getting the end. I was like, oh shit, it's coming. I gotta think of something.